Oh, this show. What is happening? What is happening? The show where we ask, what the hell is happening? Because I don't really know. I'm a little late. I'm sorry. I burned myself cooking steaks for Easton because Easton demands steaks. When Easton demands steaks, Easton gets steaks. I am all disheveled and not sure what's happening, but here we are. We've made it. I'm going to get a little drink of water here. Now, for those of you that have been on Twitter, the show is over and it is a triumph. It's a triumph. It's a binge-worthy epic. If you have a penis, it will grow 3 sizes from watching the show because it is so good. Your manhood will grow 8 times. Probably because you feel better than every male character and every female character on the show because they're all idiots. But we're not going to go there, I guess. I don't think that's why. Vic is here. Vic Rattlehead, and good to see you, my brother. Jack R. Gadfly is here. Steak must flow. That is correct. Steak must flow. John Thomas is here. Yanan is here. How you doing? Dude Guy, good to see you. John Thomas, I said. Chris is here. Caladair is here. Good evening. Amara is here. Shiyan is here. I hope I said that. Shiyan. Lyle Hammock in the house. Hey, Steve and Chad. I'm at work, unfortunately. I missed the early part of the stream, but save me a spot because I have a lot to unload. Well, just make sure your mic is not on nuclear, sir. Staplebow is here. Of course, Staplebow is here. Aldan, the defender of Kalendor, along with Vic. Whisker Fisherman, are your ears buzzing? We got 28 in chat. Hit that like button. We're at 15. 15 likes. I see the what is happenings in the chat. Don't you worry, too. Trollocs Live Matter is expanding. We must never forget the Neverborn. Never forget the Neverborn. Nosferatu is here, lurking in the shadows. The Final Fantasy shadows. Maybe Nos will shut up now because I played Final Fantasy twice, and I'm going to be playing it again tomorrow. Who else likes steak, Am I gonna walk into this one? John Thomas cried when Bella died. Well, when Bella Swan died, it was hard on us all, for all of us Tweely fans, because I'll tell you what. This Wheel of Time show, it turned me into a Tweely fan. So I went and watched Twilight. No, I don't know. I didn't. I don't know why I lied. Am I turning into a show that I lie about everything? My bullshit meter is on 0. I can't So guys, this is what we're gonna do today, and I'm gonna put out the link here in a minute. But it's my channel. I'm gonna unload some shit on y'all. I'm sorry. With 33 here, you guys are unbelievable. Nerporio, if you're out there and you want to come in, you can. Let me know, my brother. My bullshit meter is just like on 0 right now. So my computer is being stupid. It doesn't want to work. So we're doing that. So if I disappear for a month or 2, that's why my computer blew up. Hopefully I can keep it together. We'll see. Secondly, all my videos are going to limited immediately. Doesn't matter if I don't cuss in them. Doesn't matter if I bleep out cussing. Doesn't matter if I'm just sitting here talking and there's nothing on the screen. I go to limited immediately. Not that I make a ton of money, but yeah, it's going to be open to members in a second here. Yeah, this is basically the tradition. It's basically become a tradition now. Especially Tuesday after the episodes. We'll see if we keep doing it. Maybe we will. Why not? I don't know. I don't know if I can keep it up every Tuesday. But this is yeah, the keyboard yeah. The keyboard you guys have been more than generous. That's so thank you for all of that. I just giving you a heads up if I disappear, that's why. I'll have my phone, but so it will be open to members here in a few moments. Yeah, I think that's what's going on, Elena. Like, I don't like complaining about that, but uh, I had like, I had all of a sudden I had let's see, the last 15 live streams went to limited, and all my video, I would say, the last 2 months of videos went to limited, all over 2 days. Um, so not cool, but like whatever, it's whatever. I'm still gonna make the videos, so they're still coming out. Which I did make the rant is out. The rant got a little bit longer than I thought it was gonna be. I wanted to try and keep it short and sweet and concise and tight, but it got a little long. So there's a it's about an hour video of me screaming, yelling, and being mad. So I think I hit another plane of existence at some point, to be honest, because I don't completely remember what all I said. I know I was doing some interpretive dance at some point, mimicking Moraine. And the crazy thing is, for how long that rant was, I sped it up because there's so much wrong with this just that one episode. We're not even talking about the season. We're not even talking about the season. We're just talking about that one episode. But it's a triumph. It's a triumph, folks. Triumphs. So I'm gonna go ahead and in a second here, I'm gonna put the link in for members. Members, I will put the banner up. If you want to become a member of the Dragon Sworn, you can hop on here. Either way, we will always, always, always be talking. Looking at chat, making sure everybody's involved, because you guys are the best. How could they get siege tactics more wrong? Game of Thrones season. What siege? They threw three trebuchet. They threw three boulders from three trebuchets. One of which took out every demone on the field. Took out every demone on the field. One rock. Yanan. Member milestone 3 months for Yanan Clausen. Thank you very much, Yanan, for the support. New member, NW Moores. Thank you very much. Oh my gosh, Yanan, what are you doing? Dragon Sword, NW Moores is a Dragon Sword. Thank you very much. 5 gifted subs. I'm sorry, gifted memberships from Yanan. Yanan, you are a crazy man. I love you. Gadfly is once again Dragon Sworn. Elena is Dragon Sworn. Robert Hobby, Dragon Sworn. Hubert Cumberdale, Nathaniel White, and then Staplebow is confusing me because he said nice Yanan right after. Let's get those what has happened. Don't you worry too. Never forget the Neverborn. Trollocs Live Manor is looking out. Arctis is here. God, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Well, Moore's signed up herself. I'm assuming it's herself because of the picture. Thank you very much. Yanan is the madman here, but you guys are the best. You guys are the best. All right, here we go. Let's invite. Let's. All right. So if you haven't done this before and you want to come on and talk, we'll see how many people we got coming in here. I hope if I have to limit it, I will. Number one thing, guys. Number one thing always. Be respectful of each other. Do not try not to talk over each other. I know it is extremely hard. I do it too. Do the best you can because there's a lot to say. Everybody's got something to say. We want to hear what everybody's got to say. Let's try to make sure that if somebody's talking, we try and wait for them to finish. Let's try and keep it on Wheel of Time tonight too. I know there are some comparisons to other shows, but there's tons to talk about this episode and this season as a whole. The members only link is up on the community tab in the YouTube channel. Excuse me. Oh shoot. I forgot something. I forgot something. Chris, I forgot something.
What you forget?
I gotta eat a Mayo packet.
Oh no!
And the Mayo packets are expired.
Oh no!
I never went out today. I was gonna go like Chick-fil-A and get a Mayo packet. I gotta eat an expired Mayo packet.
Oh
The
no!
White
Don't get
Cloaks,
yourself sick.
the White Cloaks. I promised. I said the White Cloaks got to 800 subscribers. I think it was last night. It was Sunday night. I said I'd eat a Mayo packet. And of course they got like 12 subs after I said I'd eat a Mayo packet. Right? I mean, it's like, what is wrong with you people? I love you people, but what is wrong with you people? Look at that! It's a Hornevalier. That don't look like a Hornevalier to me, Max. That looks like, I don't know, some piece that is that a toilet? Like, that doesn't look like a Hornevalier to me. I don't know. So, Chris, before I bring you on, and the defender of Woman, the Woman of Wonethrin, defender of the walls himself, you all know him, you all love him. We'll bring him in here in a second. But initial comments about, well, I guess about episode 8. Like, we're not even getting into the series as a whole yet. What initial thought? Give me one. I know there's lots.
Why did they set up that Egwene had no ability to do single individual weaves with a single string? Because in the books, that is a plot line where she learns to control a single string of power to unlock her color. But
well,
they actually set it up in the show that they didn't pay it off.
Well, here's your answer, right? Because they forgot. Miss Martin, real quick. Miss Martin Muses with her trademark rose sticker. Thank you very much, Miss Martin Muses. You are fantastic. Thank you so much for being here. Dude, dude, you guys are all awesome. Like, it's so good to see. It always makes my day a little brighter when I get to talk to y'all, and I don't feel so crazy. That's why I stay off of Twitter. Why did they set it up? Well, because once again, it was probably on a post-it note in a room. They said we need to do the weave thing for Egwene, and then they said, okay, we did the weave thing, and then they completely forgot that they did the weave thing because, you know, the book stuff gets in the way of their storytelling, and when they start doing, oh god, Jay, what did you send me?
By the way, did
what?
you?
Oh my god, sorry. Go ahead.
Still have the day one pool of the episode 1 where it actually says Agrimal? Because in the latest.
Oh, I need to look. I need to look to see if I have the episode. Okay. We'll talk about that too. Let me get everybody in here first because we got Yanan, my man. How you holding up?
I think I'm doing great.
How smashed are you right now?
I don't drink or do any drugs.
My man, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the drinking on stream. Like, a little bit is cool, but like when you get too much, it gets a little bit nutso. But thank you for the gifted subs, man. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate you. Initial thought. What did you? I shouldn't even say one takeaway, but before I bring the defender of
other than
Womanhood,
like, and I know it's like a little spectacle. But, like, seeing the White Cloaks kind of charge, even though it shouldn't have been a fucking wall, that should just not have existed. There should have been no wall, nothing. It should have been an open, like, village. Their little charge thing was kind of interesting and fun. It was fun in, like, all the wrong reasons.
It would be cool if they had already brought in the root, the one root that hampers Aes Sedai's ability.
Fork root.
There's a ton wrong with it. Like, they should have had people on the walls. Like, you can't have parapets and stuff and not have people on them. There's at least 20 kilometers between the gates and walls and the nearest cover. They should have seen it. They should have had people ready.
All they needed was one demonic. There's one gate on that stupid wall. What kind of city is this? There's one gate. All you do is put 2 demone on that rampart, and nobody gets in ever. Nobody ever gets in. And why does this show have people charging walls? Like, Don't
so
charge the walls.
I totally agree with what you're saying, and the fact that they don't have a Damani because, how the show doesn't know if people can sense women channeling or if they can't because they can't make up their mind on that. In the books, they would have had a Damani as part of the gate guard to capture any potential women entering or exiting the city.
Yes.
In my rant video, I said the first thing I said was, did they get between the Damane shifts? Like, was she just changing shifts when they hit the wall? Like,
Not even guards. There's 2 guards. Like, good lord.
There should have been guards in the gatehouse to hit the emergency release on the portcullis and everything.
Poor portcullis never gets used.
but
Where did
also,
the horses go, by the way?
The horses disappear everywhere. I've been calling out the horses disappearing since like episode 5 when Leandrin comes out of the ways with 3 horses and then enters with no horses.
It's nuts. Jay, I see you. I'll look at. We may look at this article in a second. I want to get to hear what all the mad. And if you have something you want to say, any comments, Jay, we'll read it out. But I want to talk to the lads and the ladies before we get into anything too deep. Just because even without some silly articles of them lying through their teeth, there's so much still to talk about. But yeah, I get it. The white cloak charge could have been cool. They completely messed it up. And just like they messed up Tarwin's Gap, right? I mean,
Yeah,
You are wrong, but that's because
why did
the
they
people that
try?
created this show haven't ever played a game of StarCraft in their fucking. Sorry, I'm not trying to
Well,
swear, but StarCraft in their
we're
life.
17 in. We're okay.
You see, like how many? I don't know if it were the catapults or trade bushes. They had like 15 of the dang things. They could have
3.
bombed. I
They
think
had
I
3.
thought they had more
They
than
had
that.
I saw
3.
a clip.
They had
there
3.
They
or
only
a
had
thing.
They had
How were they
fucking 3,
firing so
Matt.
rapidly?
They only shot 3 rocks.
But the rocks were hitting all over the city. You could see when you in the background.
Were they?
You
Yeah.
watch. You could see
The
them
only
hitting all
rock
over.
I saw was the one that precise sniper shot that took out the whole tower with one
and
shot.
somehow didn't
Yeah.
kill
Yeah.
Egwene.
Egwene,
But
it
if
hit
you
her
look-
right in the face.
Like look when
Sorry.
they're walking around the city, and you'll see rock fragments go flying and everything. So they were even if they only saw 3 of them, there had to be more of them.
Staple bow.
Matt has decided to end it all and is drinking some Tide instead of blowing the horn on my ear.
The
guess
changing
he
of the
got- I
tide.
I guess he got tired of drinking vinegar or olive oil from his Rachel Ray dispenser, and he just went straight for the Tide bottle. Staple Bow, you're fucking crazy. I love you, bro. Well, actually, Matt, I didn't ask you for initial thought. Initial thought for Matt before we get to Staple Bow.
Well,
I
my
see you
initial
back
thought
there, Mule.
Is a question for you, Steve.
For me,
So I watched your rant, right? And
I don't know what I said. I
well,
went.
I
Like
kind
I
of
said,
got
I
got
got
some
out
of it.
playing
I
of
kind of got
another
some of it
existence.
because I had to do my daily work. I'm still technically working now, so
Yeah.
and I concluded like, Steve might have similar idea to me on this episode, but not know it. Because I was thinking, could Rafe actually be an evil, misguided genius?
No.
Because just bear with me.
Say that again.
Bear
Could
with
who
me.
be? Who be?
Could
what?
Rafe be an evil, misguided genius?
No, but go ahead.
Just bear with me.
I'll bear
Because-
with you, but
Go
this is
back
some
and-
Woman of Wenethrin stuff. Have they
No,
turned you?
no. This is worse.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And with the scissor
If you go
weave.
Did
back-
they hit you with the beard fire? Because you're worrying me right now.
If
Go
you
ahead.
go back to look at every single character, even the background, like the named background characters, Rafe destroyed their character in comparison to the book. Every single scene he went through with those characters, like even think of the background characters, for example,
Cho Chen.
anyone you want to name. Like watch what they do in like when they're seeing it, and you're like, wait, that character was more competent in the book, and now they're an idiot. Or that character did something cool in the book, and now they're something stupid. The
Man,
whole
I'm not
episode,
following you. Yeah. go ahead.
like when for example, Perrin becomes like he kills Joffrey.
Can we use their role names? Pern. This is
Pern.
not Pern. Go ahead.
Pern, okay.
Yeah, Pern.
Pern kills Sir Joffrey with an axe, murders him right in front of his own son. Nothing like in the book. Makes Perrin look like a brutal maniac.
How is this making Rafe a genius? Get
In
there.
other words, and instead of destroying the Wheel of Time by accident, right, which is what we think he's doing because he's an idiot, I think he did it on purpose.
Oh, okay, that's where it gets. So he's
So you're
not
saying Rafe's
okay.
the Dark One.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I completely agree with that. Rafe, I think, never liked it. I think he pretended to like it once he got it. I think He is on a mission to make it better because it's problematic, because it's toxic. Because even though it's a matriarchal world,
Yeah.
there are women that make a lot of mistakes, and some of them overcome those mistakes brilliantly. Some of them don't, and just become bigger and bigger idiots.
Oh yeah.
When your favorite characters are Egwene and Eladia,
I said Avienda.
there's a problem.
I just want to thank Rafe though for vindicating the White Cloaks on the false dragon, Hadron Nile, in the prologue of Book 3, and I want to thank him for vindicating Dane.
The White Cloaks were right.
Like
the White Cloaks were 100%. It's crazy how good the White Cloaks look coming out of this episode. It's crazy.
Only makes sense if Rand is actually the Dark One.
I think he's more a false dragon, to be honest.
I mean, Lanfear obeys him. Lanfear obeyed Rand like it was nothing.
Well, hold on a sec. So, so I want to get Staple Bows one, and then we'll get Mule in here, and then Jay, have you put anything? So if you have any initial thoughts, Jay, throw them up back there. We'll hit you up. Initial thoughts, because we don't know if there's a Dark One or if we just killed him, because the show really thought that Ishii was the Dark One still. Go ahead, Staple. What you got for me? Besides for drinking Tide, have you passed out? Right there. You got an initial thought about this episode?
All right. I gotta say, I laughed my ass off multiple times in the episode. Like when Egwene blasts Ishii and stands up while Matt and Rand are just kneeling in the back like little bitches. I started laughing my ass off. Like,
Phil,
and also
go ahead. Go ahead. I'll talk. I'll comment on Phil in a minute. Go ahead.
Right.
Gadfly, the links in the members thing if you want to pop on. Sorry.
Yeah.
Keep interrupting. I'm an asshole. Sorry.
When Matt walks up and just freaking chucks the spear at Rand, it's comedy gold.
Dove ande se Tovia?
Hey, you don't like the anime?
Nah.
That is like complete anime line.
If someone was really good with like video editing software, they could take this entire episode, speed up to 10 minutes, and put the Betty Hill music on it, and it would be funny.
It would be very funny. Also,
they already did that with the other ones with Dina, right? So sorry, go ahead, Sabu.
I mean, of course, we've all talked about this, but Moraine blatantly breaks the 3 oaths when she torpedoes the Shan-Chan fleet. Not only is that ridiculous in terms of like Moraine doesn't have the power level to do that, but it's also ridiculous because she literally can't do that.
Well, the sure. So it's like they keep forgetting. You keep doing these things. Okay, this is literally the don't think about it show. Okay, because you do these things, and then Moraine has been out of action for half a year. She couldn't do that before she was blocked. Where did she learn to do the cruise missile technique? Where did she learn the weave to make a fire dragon? Where did she learn to send a weave over 18,000 miles and blow up? And then apparently she learned how to tie off a weave. Well, I guess she was but she's just fireballing everything out there. She's just fire. She kills 30 ships. Like, where did she learn all this?
Before we talk about where she learned all that, I just want to state we thought the number of ships they had in the background of the wall where Matt blows the horn was a bit excessive. The 15 ships that were there, but then we have even more ships. They literally have 30 plus ships at Falma, and we see a grand total of 100 plus Shan-Chan.
It's nuts that it's the how is it we got more people joining, so but how is it the White Cloaks are reserved to death when they charge, and then they're just strolling through the city, just destroying everybody?
It's whatever
needs
to happen.
I mean, they say there's tens of thousands of Shan-Chan, but then you see maybe like 100 in the episode, and most of them
The
are just
White
guarding
Cloaks-
the tower,
The
waiting for
White
Matt
Cloaks
to show
quite
up.
literally take the city. Like they're on the rampart shooting innocent women in the leg, so that the person that's supposed to be the best healer in the book. I'm sorry, Yogi. I'll get you. I was gonna get you here in a second. I apologize if I missed you. Hop back in. I'll bring you on. That was a White Cloak that crossbowed Elaine.
Wait.
Yeah.
It was a White
Yeah.
Cloak with a
Why is he
crossbow on the
talking-
rampart.
I
The
like
White
he
Cloaks,
shot her
the
at
White
Nynaeve.
Cloaks quite literally took the city back. They were on the ramparts.
I mean,
I
the White
have-
Cloaks have their teleporting
they're-
trebuchets. So...
The Rafe Sworn
Hey, Yogi.
do have a
Cat, Yogi.
a line on that, and basically they're like, the reason she was shot in the leg is because it was a missed crossbow bolt, like the archer didn't aim properly, and the reason they finish her off is because she wasn't a Damani.
Why wouldn't they shoot the Damani right next
Why
to her?
would they
then?
think she's a Damani or Damani are dressed in a very specific way? There's no.
Okay, I'm
so
just
are
putting
White
it
Cloaks-
out there what the Rafe Sworn say.
I'm-
Okay,
well, of
I
course
totally
that's what
agree
they
with you.
say.
I'm just throwing it out there.
There's
to
no
get your
way
reactions.
anybody with eyeballs would mistake Elaine for a Damani. I don't care if she's standing next
Well,
to
that's
a
why
Sul'dam
I
or
say
not.
it's an accidental shot.
Where they were aiming at Nynaeve and missed by happenstance.
But,
But
then
then
it
it-
does
but-
draw the question: why didn't they shoot Nynaeve
Again.
in the next 30 minutes?
Exactly. Mule, the meme master. How are you? Rafe, you're a Rafe apologist, huh?
I am. I love this show. I've been told by the show sworn that it's a different turning, it's different rules. You have to take the show on its own merits. And I
well,
think
that-
waiting until the season finale to introduce that Moraine and Ishmael are working together to convince Rand he's the real dragon when he's not, and faking dragon prophecies was amazing.
Wait, so are they really back to that? We're back to this is a different turning bullshit?
When did it change?
Well,
It never
it
changed.
quieted down for a while. Did it never? Well, I don't frequent Twitter. I thought it sort of died down, the whole this is a different turning thing.
Well,
Wait,
Rafe wasn't
wait.
pushing it, so they weren't
Wait.
talking about it.
Oh,
This
it
Okay.
turned up in like the last week ever since
Oh.
Rafe
Okay.
also started promoting the show.
Gotcha.
So it's all back.
I got it, guys. The last episode of this series, we're just gonna hear "I win again, lose Theron."
They don't know that line. It's just like they don't know Flicker. They don't know, like, you guys, I love you guys, but you're holding on too tight. They don't know Flicker. They don't know what a portal stone is.
I mean,
They don't know that he says, I win again, Lewis Theron. They don't know there's past lives, except for Matt. Matt's the only one that has past
Yeah,
lives.
I mean, they knew enough to throw in Matt's line in the complete wrong context for member berries.
I'm
As if
surprised we
it's
didn't
not
see a
freaking
giant pair
battle
of fuzzy
cry.
dice.
Oh, God.
You know,
Kat, am I calling you Yogi? You always can. Is it Kat or AKA Yogi? Which do you prefer? I screw this up every time.
So
don't I?
I've
And she's gone.
it's
I killed her. Oh, she's
can you
back.
hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. Yes.
Okay,
You're good.
so it is one of those things of it really is up to you, because I have some people that call me Yogi.
I'm
'cause
probably gonna,
I'm-
end up flopping back and forth. So as long as you respond to both.
I'm a yoga instructor, but my World of Warcraft tune is Cat, so everybody called me Cat, so that's
There you go.
why I ended up being Cat. So yeah,
People called me Arch for the longest time for the same reason. So I get it.
yeah, it's all good.
Well, so what since you're classing up the stream here because of all of us women haters, what I would love to hear your initial one initial thought about this episode and probably this episode. Let's start with this episode. There's so much to unpack, but give me an initial thought about this episode.
So my thoughts on this episode, and I had to force my teenage son, and my husband, who have not watched any other episodes from season 2, and I had to make them watch season 1.
Monster.
Yeah, they were.
That is
Yeah.
child abuse. I'm going to be calling child services.
So, hey, my son is almost 18, so he more the only reason why he agreed to watch it is because I was chatting him the whole time while I was watching it after the live stream from you guys. So I just decided to tune in because we were all separated. But yeah, so I made him watch it so that we could watch his dad's response, which was epic. And I'm like, we really should put you on like your own YouTube channel because watching you respond to some of this is hilarious. But it's insulting because, Nynaeve, despite early on in the books, is being kind of really annoying, like Egwene annoying. Like Egwene annoys me pretty much the entire time until Memory of Light. But Nynaeve was kind of annoying in the first books, like that they're covering, because she was always just bitching about I'm the wisdom. And as a woman, it's that just gets old. That's just that cat calling and just that hen pecking. So it annoyed me. But to see her sit there, look at Elaine, who's been shot, with an arrow, and she's just like, I don't know what to do.
She's always
it was like so bad. It was so bad. Like a wisdom at least should have been like, I got to strip off the fletching. I got to take care of this. I know exactly what to do. Instead, she's left there like holding her junk going, oh my God, I have no idea what I'm doing. And the acting was so bad. It was just, it was atrocious.
It's like they said, oh crap, we have to put Nynaeve in here somewhere. We don't know what to do with her because Egwene's going to save herself.
Rescue Egwene.
Well, no, Egwene can't be. No, Egwene has to save herself.
Egwene's too cool. What do you mean?
So what are we going to do with Nynaeve?
Also, it really upsets me because the whole point of Nynaeve and Elaine being in Falm to begin with was to rescue Egwene. And figuring out they like totally stripped. So Elaine is okay. She's my least, besides Fael, she's one of my least favorite female characters in the book because my babes. Sorry, I don't want to
have issues with that.
Yeah, so, sorry, but I hated that later on. If I'm like blowing anything for anybody, I don't think she's going to end up pregnant with twins anyway from Rant because not where. New turning of the wheel or whatever. But so Elaine is my least favorite character, but the one thing she did was kind of figure out things with Terran Grial. And so you're kind of like, yeah, so she's the one who should be figuring out how to freaking remove the ADOM. And we don't even get that. Of course, Eggy has to like solve it all herself. And it just drives me nuts what they have done with each of these characters. And as a woman, all of these women were already strong in their own right, but somehow we have to like diminish the male characters in order to prop up the women characters for I don't know, girl boss power or whatever. It's ridiculous. It's so insulting. I've absolutely loathed what they have done with this show. It is a gay man trying to channel his inner woman, and it pisses me off to no end. And I'm really sorry. I've had a couple of drinks before I logged on. I apologize.
No, that's fine. It's just if I mute you, don't take offense. No, I'm kidding. I had to bring Aldan in for that because I saw him pointing at the screen, going "Hell yeah!" So, but I don't want to skip over. I don't want to skip over Matt. Thanks, Kat. Awesome. Like dead on. Agree. What were we gonna say? I
was gonna say I just want to push back against her hate of Nynaeve. We gotta remember that she had the slowing already engage onto her because of her strength and the power, and so everyone always just assumed that she was young and didn't know what she was doing, and so that's where her anger comes from, and that's where her constant I am the wisdom comes from. It's that need to basically state that she actually has the skill level, other than the show just obviously proved that to be completely false, but still, that is her motivations in the early books.
The biggest problem with that whole thing, I shouldn't say the biggest. There's so many. That Nynaeve is a take charge person.
You can't be wisdom and
for her to just sit there and not know how to treat an arrow wound.
Well, Steve, it's worse.
Which would like an arrow wound, you could get that from hunting, like they do it's like. She should definitely 100% know how to treat an arrow wound and shoving it through an open hole with the fletching and everything still in it is not how you do it. Go, Matt, go ahead, and then I want to say get Sensei Matt's take.
Steve, it's way worse.
Sorry. Matt, just a point of order. I love Nynaeve. She ended up being one of my all-time. She's badass. I mean, once you get kind of past her initially in the first few books, she's amazing, and I love her. I love her character. However, what the show has done with Nynaeve is ridiculous. First of all, we're healing an entire room from death because our braids go shitzoid, nutzoid in season 1. But now all of a sudden we can't heal a fucking, arrow going through a knee. I'm sorry. That's just ridiculous. And we're frozen by the fact that, oh my God, she's been shot with an arrow. Oh, what do I do? It's just the most ridiculous character assassination besides Matt.
They have a narrative reason why they're trying to do that. And they're setting up the lack of confidence. So when Nynaeve defeats Mogideon, she can get her confidence boost.
When I think of Nynaeve, I always think of lack of confidence.
They literally character assassinate her in the final episode of the season for lack of confidence, just so they can build her up when she defeats.
You're probably right. Hold on, Matt's been trying to say something for a minute. Go ahead, Matt.
Just on what Steve said. Think about this. I think he means that then Sensei Matt.
Oh, sorry. I got. We got so many Matts. I got to navigate.
He means on
You're going Sensei. I'm gonna call you Sensei Matt. You're next. Matt. Woman hater Matt. Oh wait, that's not fair.
They've established in this show that Nynaeve needs to be very angry to break her block. They've done that.
No, they haven't.
Right?
No,
she's
just be sad and angry.
The dead, she was angry when she saved them. She was angry.
She just has to be experiencing some sort of human emotion.
Hold on.
Yeah. Okay.
One at a time.
The few times she's channeled.
Elaine used to be an adventurer until she took an arrow in the knee, right? And it's like you would think you would just tourniquet, you would wrap it up, but she pushed it through, and then she walks all the way up to the tower. Like there was never any, she'd be bleeding the whole entire way.
Not even carried it.
But nothing in this episode makes Nynaeve angry. She's not angry that the Green is enslaved. She's not angry that Elaine got shot. She's not angry in the middle of a war. None of it. She's just.
You're fine. You're good, Cat. You're good, Cat. You're fine. You're fine. Go ahead. But real quick. So I think Aldan's gonna say it, but have they really?
No.
We don't know any idea why her block works. Go ahead, Aldan. You go with it.
It's not. It's 100. This is my biggest. By the way, Kat, you're amazing. I love you. They have not established that she's like Magic She-Hulk at all. She's just literally like what have they said? They said that she's
too strong.
She gets afraid she can channel or whatever. Or
she's too strong, and you shouldn't have that much power or something like that.
Leandrin says afraid or angry. Right. That's what she says.
Yeah. So, but and neither of those two things, in situations where she's been afraid or where she's been angry and she's been unable to channel, if we can refer, there's so many different examples where that hasn't been the case. She was probably pretty pissed off when fucking Alana was shoving that dirty shit water down her throat, but she couldn't channel then. She was probably pretty afraid when when they were getting shot at by the White Cloaks, but she couldn't channel then. So it's just all bullshit. They've made it up. It's crap. It's absolute nonsense. And I think they just did this with Nynaeve purely just so that people like me or whatever, they've been complaining about the fact that they've destroyed all the boys, but the girls are fine. Just so they could say, no, actually, we're fucking them all up now. So, yeah.
I mean, the sad thing here is you could cut Nynaeve out of this show from the moment she reaches Falm and nothing would change.
100%. What were you going to say?
I think you're half right on their reasoning behind having her not channel. And I think the other person who said they're setting her up for her, confidence arc or whatever. I think that part of the reason they did this is a little pushback from everyone that was hating on season 1, episode 4, and saying all of the girl bosses just have power when they need it. And now they can be like, no, see, Nynaeve couldn't do it when she needed to. She isn't a Mary Sue.
It's worse than that.
Go ahead.
Dan, with all your points of them not establishing her anger block, if they had even if they had, it was either episode 6 or 7 where she channels without being angry or sad at all. She
Yeah,
just
that's
does it
right.
after being talked through. So even if they had, she just got through her block. She no longer has a block because the second you channel without your block, it's gone.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
I do have to say that was one of my all-time favorite scenes with Nynaeve, besides what she did with Rand.
Same.
Sorry, book spoiler. But when she broke her block, that was so, as a woman, so incredibly empowering and kind of realizing what she did and her triumph in that moment. And they're robbing this character of kind of one of that seminal, just that ultimate, yes. I mean, I'm sorry, if you're all about girl power, that is girl power that was the Egwene, I'll figure it out for myself solution when Nynaeve finally was able to, submit to Sidene and then embrace it. And then, she kind of came out and, she told Lan, hey, look, I did it all on my own. I mean, that's as from, I get the whole idea that Nynaeve, and I do appreciate, yes, I loved Nynaeve from the start, but with all her sniffing and all of the braid pulling and all of that stuff, in the first few books, it did kind of get old. But finally, at the end, those last few books where Nynaeve really kind of comes into her own power. I mean, and it's fascinating to see that transition naturally and not have it be forced with, oh my God, I don't know what to do. Even though I'm trained to do this in another life, all of a sudden I am frozen with incompetence. That was never Nynaeve. She always went to her herbs. She always went to the wisdom way of solving things if she couldn't solve it because she wasn't angry enough. And so it's just one more way of just assassinating a character that I love. That Rafe and the books, they've never read the books and understood the books. It just pisses me off.
You aren't wrong. I think that part of the issues is they're trying to hit end game on Nynaeve, end game on Egwene, end game on Elaine, and they're trying to do it all at the beginning.
Well,
so that there is no progression or arc. Like even Ishamael had his end game. He comes out spouting Morden's lines from like book 12.
Yep.
I was how? Why?
They've done that in both seasons now. They've added lines from the ending of the series to both seasons so far. Rand dropped one in this one as well, if I remember correctly.
Did he drop a line from Veins of Gold or something like that in the first season?
I don't even know about that.
Yeah, Logain says
I have not eaten the Mayo packet yet.
They already wrote
Thanks for reminding me,
Gold
Staple. I was just saying I forgot the Mayo packets that Salty sent me all those days before. They're all expired. I was gonna get a Mayo packet, but I didn't go out. So I guess I'm eating a expired Mayo packet.
Doesn't go off. What are you talking about? That shit doesn't go off, mate. Just eat it. It's fine. It just ferments. It makes it more potent.
Oh, fantastic! That's wonderful. Thank you. I'm so looking forward to that. But Sensei Matt, I don't think we got your one episode 8 take. We're doing okay. We got a lot. I don't think we're gonna. If anybody pops in, we're probably gonna wait just because we got a lot of people with a lot of things to say, which is great. But we're doing okay. Let's try and remember when somebody talks. Let's try and take a second and then let them finish and move on. But we're doing pretty good. Sensei Matt, episode 8. What initial take? Initial thought? Anything that pops into your head, like Moraine's stupid, or Ishmael's stupid, or Rand is stupid. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I think that Nynaeve's block might actually be that she came back from the dead. Maybe that's it, because it's just everything they try to build up, they subvert, because all they really know how to do is subvert everything. Is they think that's really like intuitive and genius and nuanced. Is like, see what we did, we changed this like this, but I think the butterfly effect is one of those things that just is gonna, ruin all their opportunities to expand upon this in the later seasons, or if there is any. Because even you look at like Nynaeve, for example, it's like if you want to give her this confidence arc, right? she like slew a Trolloc in the Two Rivers by herself in the pond. It's like, I mean, you don't go from that, just as somebody that's like trained at high levels of martial arts and things like that. It's like you don't go from that level of confidence to like, oh, I can't do anything, oh, I'm so feckless, I can't, I don't think you go from one to the other. But my big takeaway from this, and I've been putting it out there, is that I think that shield that Uno gave to Perrin is going to be the Foxhead medallion.
I said that last week.
So there's been some people that say that. I think I on it. So it'll be interesting to see, maybe, because obviously it did something to the one power, I guess, because he blocked Ishi's weaves with the freaking shield. But something I do know probably for sure is he will be carrying that shield around with him for the rest of the duration of the show, whether it's 2 seasons, 1 season, half a season. That shield is going to be his axe and hammer because we're stupid.
Because
I just hate the
shield. Did not disappear when the heroes of the Horn disappeared.
Yeah, he
still got it. Remained, and that's why I think
remember,
that's
I sent Steve a tweet from someone. But speaking of the shield, that whole scene on the tower, how we were all calling it Avengers Assemble. If you actually watch Ishamael after he gets shoved by Egwene the first time, he does a repulsor blast to stable himself, sort of like Iron Man does.
Oh, are you talking about this tweet? Sorry,
probably.
Is it?
Yeah,
I don't know. Like
I didn't catch that, but I was like, that just adds even more to their whole Avengers.
Who cares
on that tower?
Who cares? Like, why isn't Ishmael blasting Egwene into freaking with Team Rocket into freaking Mars? Like, Egwene, who is barely trained in the tower, is standing up to Ishmael. Like, what are we doing? It's not happening.
He just wants everybody to be his friend and to protect children. You don't think that's scary? That's not scary enough for you?
Iron Man wouldn't harm a civilian.
Did Ishamael ever do something evil?
Well, look.
No.
There's a scene. Okay, I'll take your repulsor blast thing and up you. Ishi stares right at Nynaeve and Elaine as they walk up the stairs from the back entrance to the tower and does nothing.
And Perrin as well. How did he get there?
Perrin too. How did they all get up there?
Let him get behind the shield.
Matt had to call the Heroes of the Horn to fight 30 Shan-Chan because it was the easiest way to get up the tower. It wasn't the only way. It was just the easiest way, so he could throw a spear into to Rand's stomach.
But those were the best Shan had to offer.
It's like, I am everything. I have won the prize. I am the one. I am the Highlander. I am a hero. No, you're not. You're terrible.
And this was the one that Rafe wrote, right? Wasn't it? This was the one that this was the episode that Rafe wrote. And it was the same. It's funny because if you think about
surprised. Yeah.
If you think about season 1, he wrote episode 8 for that as well. And it's the same. It's pretty much it's the same. It ends the same way.
With no fighting?
No fight. No fight again. Not even a bad tower fight. I think every single one of us, what we were expecting, and correct me if I'm wrong, one at a time though. We were all expecting there would be some they'd be Rand and well, I wasn't expecting it. I said there would be no fight, but when they started like popping the prophecy thing out there, someone's got some background noise going. By the way, I'm not sure who it is. But when we started, when we heard about the, fire, they started doing the fire blazed across the sky prophecy thing. A lot of people were expecting that Rand and Ishi were going to get into this huge fight and there'd be fire blasting off of this tower and it almost looked like dragon wings or something. It'd be something like that. No fight. I'm going to melt my sword in your shoulder and that's going to kill you.
Honestly, before episode 5, I thought they would all meet in Falm. Ishi and Rand would fight, and the fight would go through the sky. And you know, in the Dragon Reborn, where Rand chases Ishi to the dream and hunts him down and kills his ass. I thought they would do that all the way to Tyr, and that would be the fight in the sky: is Rand running him down and killing him. And basically, that's how you get Kalendor, and that because they would just skipped everything and. The year most of the year would be in Tyr, and we just didn't see all that.
I mean, Kalandor is just going to be, he's going to find a piece of glass and he'll glue it to his sword.
Well, he already has.
And that's
He already has the Shoten Call.
The other end of the stick. It will Kalandor on the other end of the stick.
They're fused together.
Dual wield.
So hold on. Yanon sent me this. This is exactly what's wrong with this show and a lot of shows right here. This is a tweet from somebody. We don't care who. Pour one out for my housemate who just willingly let himself be subjected to an extended ramble on the pacing of Wheel of Time compared to the books, the way in which the show has improved the writing for women and queer characters, and an infodump about Katrina's prophecy.
Guitarist. Yeah. Fucking
Guitarist,
that is everything.
That sums up everything wrong with the show. Sorry, go ahead, Kate.
As a woman, I find this so incredibly condescending and a bunch of fucking queers trying to mansplain to me how I feel as a woman and about how I've empowered myself as a woman. I read this as a fucking second lieutenant sitting on a flight line in the middle of the night. That was when I read The Eye of the World in 1994. I don't need any Rafe Judkins, whatever his name is, and his boyfriend telling me how I feel as a woman and how I need to be empowered as a woman. This whole book series is perfectly fine the way it was written. Harriet had way too much influence in this book as far as I'm concerned about the female character story arcs that got way too like, oh my God, this is happening, and my dresses, and oh my God, okay, we didn't need all of that. It distracted from the overall story arc, but there was plenty of female empowerment. I didn't need anybody else to empower me any further, and they have ruined this entire storyline. I'm sorry for those of you who like it, if there's anyone on here who does like it, but it is hot garbage, and I don't need it.
How dare you? Don't you know you're oppressed?
Well, I mean, it's like we've said this a million times. How is it? So first, there is no gay stuff in Wheel of Time. So yeah, I guess putting stuff in there is improving it. I guess
well,
I mean, hello friends. I mean,
there is a certain person found by Lord Dobrain who they then use it to blackmail her.
Okay, a little tiny bit.
It's subtle.
Okay, but touche. You got me. You know, I'm just saying, like, to the point where it's like it
isn't the forefront of the story by any stretch.
And the women did, as like Kat said, the women didn't need any help. Guess what? The women had their problems. Most of the lead women have their arcs. They have their problems. They have their failings, and then they overcome them. It's part of being a hero. So how are we improving it by just making them girl boss? I mean,
it plays into Matt's arc too, though, because Matt would go and rescue Nynaeve and Egwene, right?
Right.
And then they would be like, "Oh no, we kind of did it ourselves," and like kind of shying away his credit and like his own humility of like just dealing with that. I think that's a kind of dynamic that just shows the power plays. Like they were close to helping themselves, and then he came and like finished it off, but. It's like they kind of steal all that dynamic away and just be like, no, we're great.
Well, they wouldn't have ever fully rescued themselves, I don't think, because
no, they needed Matt every time.
It was very close, but they still needed Matt.
They needed Matt. That was the frustrating, and sometimes, I mean, I guess some people could call it humorous. I found it incredibly frustrating that every time Matt put his life on the line to save the girls, they were ungrateful. And it took half the series for Elaine to figure out that she was being a raging biatch.
Matt.
It created an arc, though.
Brigitte told her.
Oh, that's true. You're right.
Yeah, Brigitte told her and slapped her in the face.
That's true.
Her and Avi end up actually like you're both being bitches.
Yeah,
be nice.
Yeah, but we're talking about the books. We need to talk about the improved series called Wheel of Shit.
But which character is even likable? None of them are likable.
None of them.
My favorite character is Arthur Hawken.
Arthur Hawken.
It's Hawkening time.
Arthur Hawken.
I don't know. That is
God.
such a simple thing. Like, how do you misspell that? How do you screw that up?
It's a copy and paste.
I mean that we did check the credits. They at least got it right in the credits. It was just the X-ray thing, but it's still one of those things. Attention to detail, people. What's that?
Uno's name is wrong in the credits.
Uno's name? Well, of course they had to get something wrong, right? So, I mean, it's I don't know. There are so many shocking things, like just shocking, like not just like wow that was shot, like literally, Matt tapes a knife to a bedpost.
Right,
He tapes a knife to a bedpost.
That was
I
a
want to push
combining
back on
cloth.
that.
It was a sangreal. It makes sense.
If
Go
they
ahead,
had
John.
established that Matt's luck in his like nature was in effect in the show, him strapping the dagger to the stick could have worked because that would have been a feat of luck that it doesn't fall off. Because it would be deliberately trying to stay on. It would fit.
No,
giving him a
Maybe
quarter
not
staff.
No.
In the
His
real
luck only
world-
works in gambling and in
In the
military.
real world, you
justice.
don't throw 100 fucking coins in the air and have them all land edge.
You can't tie a dagger to a bamboo. What was that, bamboo? Was that even bamboo?
Yes.
Who knows
However,
what it
I'm
was?
saying with his luck, there is an argument to be made that if they had established
No, but
his
there's a chance.
luck,
Disagree.
there
but
is
no,
a
no, but
probability that every time he
Hard
swung it, it
disagree,
would
man.
fall off.
No way.
There is like a 1 in a bazillion chance that you could throw 100
Exactly.
coins. Hang on.
But
just
he
let me
would
finish.
bet on
Let
those
me
odds.
let me finish.
Let him finish.
Let me finish. There is a 1 in a billion chance that you could throw 100 coins up in there and they'll land on their edge. There is fucking less than 0% chance that you could like strap a knife on the end of a stick and have it do all that shit without falling off. Zero. There's no chance.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
think
even
we
that
gotta
lucky.
look
Yeah,
at
Matt's
his-
stuff doesn't break physics. It just heavily manipulates them to be in his
Because
favor.
the
essentially.
idea I think it falls on is like a coin flip. Like every time you flip a coin, it's
No,
50%. But if you flip 100 coins, you could have 70 of them land heads and 30
Yeah.
of them land tails.
We
because
are
each
in-
time is
what?
like 50%. So every time he swings the staff,
No,
there's
fuck
like
no.
a 90% chance that the
No,
blade
no,
falls
no,
off.
no.
He-
Dude, you are
10%
way
chance
off,
But-
and you are way off in trying to
But-
give them credit for something that has.
I mean,
that is not how Matt's luck works at all. Like, I'm sorry. Like, he just picks up an inanimate object, and all of a sudden it's a weapon, and you're like, oh, maybe a spike will form on the end of this stick that I've thrown and kill somebody. But that's what.
and
you're
that's the
talking
whole
about. Sorry, go
thing.
ahead, yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. So it didn't work with cards nearly as well it worked with dice, right? So his luck was very persnickety. And I'm sorry, as I put in chat, it was as if he took duct tape and taped his blade, the blade to the piece of bamboo or whatever that has the raven on it. Oh my God, so insulting. One of the Again, another great character in that whole storyline. I mean, aside from the tea, and he doesn't like actually hang him, whatever. Okay, fine. Condense all of that, but give him the Ashendari because that was part of it. About how he died and lived again. So, are we going to get that as part of his prophecy? Apparently not, because he didn't die and live again. So it's very, very frustrating.
Well, there is
Hey,
the other moment where
I
he
want to
dies and
correct.
lives
I'm
again.
not exactly trying to push that idea. I'm just throwing it out there to,
You're playing devil's advocate a little bit, I think, but you're playing really hard devil's advocate.
I'm like trolling at this point a little bit. Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel that it's much more likely that the cloth he used is a sangreal that combines things together.
I think that'd be a Turungrill, not a
I like that.
Sangreal. But
I heard that by season 4 he's going to be like Gambit from the X-Men, and he's going to be throwing cards and killing people. That's probably
Why
what
not?
it's gonna end up being.
Why not?
Why not? Right?
Well,
that would actually be better than this.
but on top of that, hold
honestly,
on.
that would actually be a decent change.
But
Like,
on top,
I hate cards.
on top of it, the fact that they didn't establish his luck at all, totally. They haven't established anything with Matt other than I used to be a hero of the
He's a hero.
Horde my whole
Which is
life.
not meant to be.
I agree. That entire sequence of events was completely unearned. Not once during the entire season that they established any redeeming quality in him. Not once. If, for example, they had him stay with Rand and not hide, it would have at least created the potential for that scene, but they didn't. Every single time he turned his back and left.
Well, and he's evil.
Can
remember?
someone
Wait,
tell
is
me
that true?
why
that Rafe
Why
did?
Ishamael needed Matt to go to Carrion?
Nobody knows.
Yeah, what was that whole thing? Why was Min made a dark friend to get Matt to Carrion for no reason?
So he could. There's no reason.
Like,
So he could leave Matt there, but Ishmael's plan was for him to leave with Rand, so that doesn't make
Wait,
sense. either.
Rafe said, wait, Jay, so hold on. Jay says in the back here, Jay says, Rafe said the reason there was no Sky Battle is because there are too many Sky Battles in Marvel movies.
Oh,
Meanwhile, he does
yeah.
Avengers Assemble.
because they don't steal anything else from any other series at any time whatsoever. Not even the
Yeah.
armor.
So, I want Chris, before I don't want to lose track of this one. Chris wanted to talk about how ridiculous the Heroes of the Horn look, but Nerporeal
I
for
thought they
$2.
looked
Steve is a rage baiter. SOB to Nerporeal. Love you, bro. Love you too, buddy.
I think it's very rude that he's insulting that Comic-Con convention that was summoned when the horn got blown. It's very uncalled for.
I mean, so I think it's like what? I don't know.
Can someone explain why there was a little kid wearing Matt's hat?
Wearing Matt's hat, yeah.
What?
There was?
Over. What do you mean?
Well,
You didn't catch it, so
he's going to
Hold on.
steal it off his head.
Image
and start
of them.
season.
I'll see
Yeah,
if I can
one of
find
the
it.
heroes is this like young-looking guy, and he has Matt's hat. Like he's wearing
Is he
like a
hero?
flat, like black
Was he
hat.
hero?
Probably gonna be Oliver.
Oh,
Yeah, but was he a hero or was he just in the background? It doesn't matter. I mean, he's,
They don't care.
Oh,
Like,
I
they
hope
really
you don't
see
bring
it.
Oliver into the show because what they're doing with everything else they're doing, you're probably going to get something really disgusting.
I can't put Oliver in the show. Oliver is like.
Are we talking about this person? Hold on. I think I might.
I can't
hold
put
on.
Oliver in. He's like the poster boy for toxic masculinity indoctrination.
Oh, they'll make them non-binary though.
I don't know why Aquaman made it, but that's I don't understand where. So
I thought it would've
are we talking about this person over here?
Yep, that's him.
Yeah.
Wait, that was a child. What the hell?
Oh yeah, it just looks like a child up close. Maybe it's just all the makeup on his face.
Like what I want to do is
Maybe
ask,
it's Matt from the books.
But hey,
What I-
keep this picture up because if we're gonna talk about them, it helps.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it up. But my question is if we went to anybody involved in this show and said, "Can you please name us each of these characters and tell us where they're from and what they do and why they're a hero?" They'd be all like,
Can I also commend the fact that these heroes actually use shields? Apparently, that's a staple to become a hero. Is you
Where
use a
is
shield.
this? Okay, what movie is it? What movie or show is Uno's weapon? This thing he's this hand with a spike on it come from? I know it's from another freaking show. I don't remember which one.
Probably
driving me
Gladiator.
bonkers. I
Yeah,
don't know if it's
Gladiator.
Gladiators or not, but I remember seeing it in another show. It's literally a spike for like being on a horse. Like it's a spike for penetrating. Is it 300? I've seen it somewhere, and it's driving me nuts. It's driving me nuts.
It's not 300. I just watched that the other day.
I know. I'm gonna try and get a close up on it, but I know. Oh god, dude.
Look at that. That's the shot right there. This one with the
The
golden.
horn looks
fucking-
photoshopped there. I know it's not,
That's
but it
cool.
looks like it is.
It is photoshopped.
they-
He's not holding it. Look, he's
There's
not.
no way
Look
he's
at his
holding it
hands.
there.
He's not holding it. All
Yeah, but look
four
at the
digits
shadows,
are open,
though.
and his thumb is open.
Did they really
And
forget
I'll-
the horn?
And all the short people are along his left hand. If you look, all the tall people, it's like they segregated them between tall and shorties. I'm just saying.
Look at the staff hand. His staff hand. He's not holding the staff either.
It's in the
His
crook
hands
of
are
the
just
hand.
open.
No, the staff, the thumb, I think has it tucked into.
Possibly, but it's still like it could go either way
It
for me.
would be a very difficult position to hold a staff.
Okay, so-
I feel.
Just in defense, that's a freeze frame. So
Yeah, so it could be just like janked.
it's a graphic artifact.
You're right. You're right. Fair enough. I want to.
I love how Arthur Hawking is like not a leader of anything as well. I love
You know
that.
Arthur Hawking.
Hawkeye. Yeah. No dragon
Yeah,
banner. No
of
helm.
course they gave it all to Amarasu.
Horn sounder.
So
is this where-
we weren't wrong when we called that Hamarasu would replace Hawkwing, because she
So-
basically did.
Well, she
When
didn't
he's-
replace him, but they made her equal, I guess, at the end of the day. Hey.
When he's spinning
Yeah,
the
well, that's
staff,
something.
right? Do you notice the knife isn't there when he's spinning the staff?
Is it not?
I didn't
Hold
see
on.
it.
It probably would have
That
flung
makes
off if it was
perfect
there. So
It does make
Wait,
perfect
wait. We
flings off and
determined,
stabs one of the heroes.
we determined that the sheets were tear and Grawl. Okay, come on, like they're magical tape. Okay, hold on.
like in that freeze frame.
Oh, they made the knife bigger, by the way, don't you think? Is it just me,
Yeah.
or did they make the
Yeah.
knife larger?
Well, they need to make it look like the Ashendari somehow.
No, I don't think
No,
so.
it's there.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, no,
That's
it's there.
It's
That's
there.
fair.
That
Just
was
on the
also
freeze frame,
very.
the angle is off.
That was also extremely awkward to me, but I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not going to pick the crap out of it.
Just to go a little physics here, the way he twirled it and tied it on, it should fly out the edge of that thing.
It really
Yeah,
should.
we know. That's not. That's not. You didn't
That
even
was
use
my
the
thought
duct tape.
too when I first saw it. Like, it should.
She
not
looks so
stay.
done with this shit.
I mean,
I'm
you
trying
can,
to get a shot of this.
Hey, she's a
spike.
better swordsman than Lan too. I don't know if everyone noticed that, but that was hilarious.
It's Arthur Hawkening. There
Is
it
there an
She's
Aiel in the back?
Egyptian lady.
Wait, was there an Aiel back there? Hold on.
No,
I think,
really?
yeah, go back a bit. I think there was an Aiel. It looked like an Aiel, like in the very back.
Back here with the
The
spear?
veiled guy,
Oh,
veiled guy with a
yeah.
spear. Yeah.
kind of.
it would be funny if Lanfear showed up when he blew
Looks
the
like
horn.
Sub-Zero.
Oh, she's holy now.
Zero.
I really want to be okay, guys. You guys made the show. Name each of these people,
Okay,
and why did
We
you
got
dress them?
Aquaman.
the way you dressed
here's what I think they did. They went to like all of the different like histories of Earth and like pulled out like iconic images, because beside the Egyptian girl, you basically have a Viking.
Yep, that's a Viking.
That's Bluetooth.
No,
Harold Bluetooth.
I think you're absolutely right. That's exactly what they did.
That's.
I
that
want to get a
Road-
picture of the
Road
spike.
Rush
he's got.
equal output.
I want to get a picture of this thing. Now we do the bad twirly. Oh, that's not good. You saw him twirl it, and that's not good.
Oh,
Also,
funny.
like
Yeah,
the
like when you twirled it.
simplicity of making her bow silver. Just paint a
Oh my
silver.
god. Look
There
at
it
the
is.
actor when he's twirling. Look at the actor who plays Hawkwind flinching when he twirls it.
Yeah, he's probably
Yeah.
scared.
It's not the greatest picture, but you see the thing? It's like
Yeah,
a hand.
it's a war spike.
I don't know what fucking.
My God, Uno stole Perrin's hammer.
Gladiator.
But he traded him a shield, so all good.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's close to this Gadfly. It's very close to that. I know I've seen it in another movie. It's gonna drive me nuts until I figure it out. But what were you talking? We were talking about what now? We're talking about what the Arthur Hawkening was twitching.
What? When Matt twirls the thing around, you see the actor who plays Hawkwind flinch.
Did you? Did he really?
Dude, why is
see.
Uno giving?
Let-
What
let's
does
see.
Uno say to him here?
Why is he giving?
You better believe I'm a feckin' hero of the horn or something like
I
that.
didn't
but
record it.
the question is, Matt never met Uno.
Wait, yeah. That's right.
Oh, shit,
I didn't
you're
even
right.
fucking think about that. They never met.
No, doesn't he say that fucking hero thing to Perrin
Oh,
later on?
we lose mute. Oh, we
No,
gotta
he
get-
says when he gets summoned, he says, you better believe I'm a feckin' hero of the horn or something like
Is he
that.
brave? Braveheart?
He says that later when he jumps in and
He
protects
says that
Perrin
to
or something.
Perrin.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
in,
But
it
what
might
does
be
he
brave.
say?
You might
Does
be.
he?
Hold on.
Oh, maybe.
John Thomas might be right.
He says
It might
something
be
here as
Braveheart.
well.
I don't. I didn't
I'll
record
pull up
this.
the clip and see what he says.
I didn't record it with sound because then I'm definitely gonna get struck.
He
But
gets struck.
the spike, you might be right, John Thomas. I'm gonna check that out later. That might be right. But are we looking at the flint here? Oh, here. Let me put that horn up my asshole. Bye. Okay.
literally up here.
Oh my
It's
God.
so useful that the horn is now just out of play.
It's gone. The horn
Yeah,
is
that's
gone.
it. They're not going to ever need that again.
It's like the Dragon Balls. They'll just respawn somewhere else in the land. You know.
It'll be found under another throne.
You're John. I know you're 100. Thank you so much, John.
Oh yeah,
you're
I
absolutely
found
right.
what Uno says. I found
What is-
Uno just says like, let's not just bloody stand here. He just says,
Why does he give him cutesy face too? Like Hold on. I'm gonna narrate Uno's voice here for a second. Hold on. Here we go. Oh Jesus! There's like 15 guys here, Matt. God, what is
I
wrong with you?
counted them. There's 39.
It's at 39. Yeah. Okay.
When you're in full armor, you don't charge like this. You just slow and steady. Kill them all.
You're also a defender. You don't charge when you're the defender.
Right.
Why am I intimidated by this gaggle of geese? By the way.
So they're charging. They see one guy. Then all of a sudden, 20 dudes appear behind him, armed out of nowhere, and they still keep charging.
Look at
There's Poseidon, nipple out, of course.
You mean Aquaman?
Aquaman, Poseidon.
It could be either.
I am a hero of the Horde. I always have been. Whoa.
That line was so unearned. I hate it.
He's not even a hero in the books.
No, because he asked Hawkwing at some point. I don't know which point. Maybe later.
Memory Blight. Yeah.
Right at the end.
And Hawkwing says, "You are not a hero."
Yeah, I've had a conversation about that. He's someone who probably returns, but not what you would call a hero of the Horn.
I love that she literally puts it.
He's like a wild card.
She literally put it in her butt, guys. Like literally. I'm trying to get to the. I'm trying to get to the swipe part. Oh, this is why did
she doesn't even look at him in that last shot. She's like looking a little lower.
She's so scornful too.
Why did he give it to her?
Why didn't she twirl it before she put it behind her back?
I mean,
she got a little flourish. And then hold on. This is the cutesy look that why is he give here we go. Hi guy, I don't know. I'm a hero of the Horn. How are you? Like what is that? Like what is with his face? And then here's the swirly. It's just, like he could have like.
I didn't see Hawkwing flinch there.
No, I didn't see him flinch either.
He does it with his shoulder. Watch.
I think we're nitpicking a little bit there, man. I didn't see it at all. But I would be flinching since it's a freaking face melting, metal melting bar of steel. Like I wouldn't want to get touched by that. Let's just flip it around willy nilly.
Wielded by someone on a bedpost.
Oh my god! who did we lost? Aldan probably.
Aldan left. Yeah. You know, I actually do have one positive thing to say about this scene, and don't kick me. I actually do kind of like the music in it. That's it.
I can't remember the music.
I can't remember the music either. All I know is the bulk of the music is horrible.
Yeah, most of it's bad. Yeah, most of it's bad. But I like the track they play in this scene specifically. Most of it isn't very memorable.
What is wrong
not
with
even this
arrow,
one's very memorable. But
yes, I was just going to say that. What is wrong with her arrow?
And is she trapping it with her thumb?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell that nobody knows how to.
Why doesn't she have any other arrows to boot?
Because that's a magic one.
She has no other arrows.
Why isn't it?
What is this? What is this thing right next to her?
I don't even know. Do you guys remember, like, did they ever mention a single hero of the Horn before this scene? Like,
no, they actually hadn't. Like, even in the books, we really only had like 3 or 4 heroes that were mentioned.
I think Brigitta's mentioned a few times in the books.
Hawkwing and Brigitta are the 2 big ones that were mentioned before, and I bring it up because the reason that Horn was such an epic moment is because we keep hearing of these legendary characters that were in previous lives, and then we get to see them, and it's just completely out of nowhere. I'm like, holy crap!
Well,
this soon?
Hawkwing, for example, like I'm agreeing with you. He was established in book 1 with Perrin.
Yes.
And we get Birgitta established by Egwene talking about Gleeman Tales with Tom in like chapter 3.
Who like look at who is scared of these guys? Like look at them. Like
I mean, they have the blur effects when they move. What do you mean?
The Sean Chan are seeing this and like these are the heroes. We can take these guys. Look at them. They're pretty cool.
Who's summoned the LARPer convention?
Is the Horn's power is tied to Rand. Like it's tied to the dragon's fight. And the
Yeah,
fact that
yeah.
the dragon isn't actively fighting a Shamael and getting beaten means the hero should be losing.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, but we forgot that part.
But like nobody
There's no
holds any
sky
of these
battle
weapons.
because they do it.
None of
There's
them-
no sky battle because they do it in Iron Man.
They
Oh,
don't
sorry.
know how to hold weapons in the show.
No.
And it's pretty amazing to see how often they have fight scenes where people are holding weapons incorrectly. It's swords to the worst.
Yeah. Also, can we
Well-
check something? When Matt stabs people in that scene, do they get melted, or is
He
it just
only
that
stabs-
one shot
he-
that
so-
one
he
person
stabbed
melts.
earlier?
Only one person melts. He only stabs one person, and he does a triple leg sweep that he doesn't hit anybody with. So
Like sweet.
he does,
The elite
so
Shan-Chan soldiers, everyone.
we're now Crouching Tiger, Hidden Emirasu. Of course, we have to have both the girl heroes going to
Wait,
work.
is she supposed to
Poseidon
be
stabs a
Bastet?
guy. I don't know.
I
Yeah,
mean, I
we're
would
hitting-
never invest in armor if it worked like this.
Here comes the triple leg. So he fell down for no reason. Good. He fell down for no reason. Good. Triple leg sweep. Wapow! They all jump. Like, this is choreography. Like, I can't wait to do these breakdowns with Nate because, like, that's just a hint. Like, it's all the choreography is just don't pay attention to what's going on. People are falling on the floor because, well, the staff or the weapon got sort of close to them. Trust us,
Okay.
they're actually fighting.
It took
just
all the
looked
heroes of the
even
Horn to
worse.
beat that many people. When Lan beats just as many on the Peach.
Matt's got to drop.
It looks even
Matt,
worse
hold on
than
one
you
sec.
think.
Matt's got to drop. We'll see you later, bud.
Yep, keep
You got
up the
anything
work,
to say?
guys. Talk to you all later.
Yeah, man. All right, dude. Sorry, what were you saying?
So what I was saying is it looks even worse, the choreography, when you think of like stuntmen from like the 40s and 50s. Like I've seen this like clip of this one guy that literally falls off of like 15-foot buildings to like play up his death. And then you have these people that nothing's happening to them, and it's just comical.
I would like to see something that looks like a soldier, not a bunch of clowns in weird ass dress robes. I don't care who they like. The point is I didn't write the show, and I didn't decide to dress all these people up in the weirdest things that I could find, and then not know who they are. There's no way we can figure out who anybody is because they all look so goofy. Even if I wanted to try, we think Gatel Kane is Uno. Uno recognizes Matt and has a conversation with him, which I didn't even realize that error, but that's another huge error. Like, it's not up to me, but all of a sudden now there's only 15 heroes. They all look stupid. I'm convinced none of them can fight because they don't look like they can fight. I'm not intimidated by any of them. When I see the heroes of the Horn, I should be going, holy crap! They should be
Also,
imposed.
Hawkwing should be commanding them.
Yes.
They don't fight
Yep.
like individuals. They do fight under a command.
No, they fight
No,
on the
they-
bridge.
And
To be
none of them
fair-
help Rand. Like, granted, that's not a thing that
Yeah,
happens
no-
in the books. Again, like, he's right on a tower. Supposedly, you could reach him, and none of you do. None of you.
Well,
take it.
this is again. We were sold a battle on the likes of Gladiator in 300. You're gonna have a battle that is akin to those. Did this Rampart battle between 30 people make you think of that? Hell no, not even close. You could have had that battle. You could have had an even better battle tied in
If
with
they-
Rand fighting Ishmael, but we are not creative enough to do that.
The
didn't
better
have the
battle
budget
would have
to
been
have
just
this dragon.
following the books.
Well, they
Having
have
the
the
White
budget.
Cloaks get ground up by the Damani so that we can see their full power and fearsome strength as they churn a 2,000 White Cloaks into, what would you want to call it, a meat grinder?
Applesauce.
Yeah.
I mean, look, like the demon. No. See, they didn't know how to survive, or solve the demonic problem, so they put them on a boat. Like, I don't think a demonic kills a single thing in this season.
No,
I'm not
they
being.
have-
I don't think they killed anything.
They're as
They
effective
try
as
to
Cobra
say
and
that
G.I.
they're
Joe.
fearsome.
You shoot and shoot, you don't hit anything.
Egwene kills her a Saddam. She's a demonic.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, Gwen murders a prisoner.
That too.
Is Rena actually dead and not just passed out?
Yeah, no. So Rena's shoulders got tired. She's not really dead because she didn't choke. Like it's like yeah, you could call that a nitpick, I guess, but it totally takes you out of everything when you see somebody get hung by a hook in between their shoulder blades, and you're going, she's definitely not choking. Why is she acting like she's choking? It's one of those small things. It's just like, oh, don't care. We're not going to make it make sense.
How long before the some people start calling the show anti-trans because they killed the trans actor?
Oh God!
Wait, have they?
I don't think she's dead.
Rena is.
She's dead. She has to be dead.
You're using logic, Steve.
Are you forgetting
You're using logic,
episode
Steve.
8 of season 1?
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
remember, they could die and come back. She could be dead and be back.
Maybe she's a hero of the horn.
Maybe she's loyal too.
Also, like, I don't know. There's just so much wrong. Although there is one nitpick that I've heard Steve and a couple others bring up. The one of Moraine walking on the beach. And I just want to point out that is actually semi-book accurate. Because if we remember Nynaeve's raising to the shawl, she almost fails that and has several people say that she failed it because she runs during the test.
That's stretching.
What's that have to do with Maureen walking on the beach?
What it has to do with it is an Aes Sedai will not run. She will always walk. She will always be in control.
Jesus, like that's dude, we are reaching, man. Holy crap!
No, that isn't even a reach. Go read.
It's a huge 13, reach, dude. I don't.
Oh, it's one of the Sanderson books, huh?
Hold on. I don't care. Why is she there? Why is the Waygate there? I don't care if she ran or not. Why is she sending cruise missiles 18 miles to do something? Why
is she making a fire dragon? Wrong. It shouldn't be there. I'm just picking little segments and saying like that's fine. Like her walking is fine. Everything else she does,
walking is fine.
So she won't run as an Aes Sedai, but she will murder countless innocents if it means protecting the dragon.
Yeah, she definitely runs in this season. Literally
she shouldn't be in this season at all. She should have had a cameo. She should have had a cameo while she was studying with the sisters, and then that was it. But it's
book 2 and 3. That's why she's here.
She does.
Where did she run?
What was it?
She doesn't do anything for book 3 stuff.
Away from Landfear.
Oh yeah, she's running. Yeah, she's running for her life with Rand. That's true.
Now we have to run.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So that
I've completely forgotten about that already. Okay.
That Waygate isn't real useful right now, but back in the day, there was an Ogier cruise line that stopped right there, and that's what that Waygate
was. I thought it was the mermaid people.
Oh, well,
okay. The breaking wasn't entirely done by the dragon, wasn't it? Like it was also done by.
No, it was all male channelers.
Right.
Yeah,
so there was male channelers that created the Waygates for them. There was just one that went mad right there and like pushed it into the river, like the ocean. See,
oh man,
the Waygate.
It is 100% lore accurate. You just aren't seeing the bigger picture, obviously.
Oh, okay.
Obviously.
And also, harkening back to Rena, the Soldam. Who in the book? Who was the Soldam that became sort of like a pseudo Aes Sedai? After she learned she could channel and accepted it?
Oh,
it wasn't Sita or Rena.
There was a few of them, wasn't there? I thought there were, I don't remember.
There was a few women that they took in to try to break the conditioning, right?
Steve, is it Olivia? Is it Olivia?
Olivia was a Damani for like 400 years.
Yeah, that's a Damani.
That was her, yeah.
What is this you?
It's a breakdown of one of the biggest problems in the show. And it's by a show fan who likes it. They've completely undermined who and what the Dragon Reborn is. It has some excellent.
Are you talking that one about Rand? That video that's like 3 minutes
long?
No,
it's a Reddit chain where they discuss like all these different problems of the character work and everything that goes on with Rand's development. And what the dragon is, and the intensity and fear people have of the dragon coming back.
There's no fear. They literally cheered.
Yeah, they thought, hey, the end times are coming. We're all going to suffer. Most of us are going to die.
Yay,
This is
the
great.
world's
Hooray.
ending.
Yeah, like Rand's peaceful village in the Two Rivers was about to like stake Moraine because they were worried about the dragon and Aes Sedai, and yet everyone here is perfectly fine.
Yeah, at the end of the Great Hunt, people
they were about to
horrified.
stake Moraine in the books. In the show, everyone wants to be a dragon. Being a dragon is awesome, and following dragons is awesome. And who cares about the end of the world? We're all nihilists, and we want to end the world.
Yeah, there you go.
I feel like this picture that's up there is adequate explanation of how I feel about the show. It's Rafe Judkins pushing an arrow bolt through my knee. You know, oh no, you got to push it through to the end.
I still cannot believe they.
Does she cut away the dress or skirt at all?
No.
So not only does
She
she
just
sew
pushes it.
feathers and like fibers from like wool or cotton or whatever that is into her leg. Like
I just like it's.
Yeah, and this
just,
is in the
like,
middle of a battlefield as well.
You could have a
remember?
really strong scene where
So
she
is
tries
she
to
gonna
put up
become-
the shield and she can't, and then she drags Elaine into cover, and then she pulls out her herb pouch and her dressings and does what she's supposed to do.
So my question is, are they going to turn her into a paraplegic next season? Or what, not paraplegic, but like a one-legged person?
She should
Just
lose
for
her
that
leg.
type of representation.
She'll just be fully healed next season.
No,
The
don't worry.
Shatter
Yes,
Logoth dagger to the heart can't kill you between seasons. I don't
Hey,
think an arrow
that
to the knee
leaves
will do
COVID
much.
scars.
What do you mean next
Rafe
season?
said so himself.
She walked up to the top of the tower and was like worried about Rand. She did no facial expression of pain and the fact that there's a gaping hole in her leg.
Smiling.
And like the fact that
Little
Shamael
Mermaid.
looks
I
at
loved
them and just lets them walk behind the shield that Egwene has. Like he clearly
Miles-
has a window.
She smiles. Oh, interpretive dance.
Hey,
she's
The other thing
channeling
here,
hard, folks.
again, why are they trickling in ones and twos? Why is every fight scene
Look,
like that?
Look, or
There's Shan group here.
So
Why are the Shan even here?
Why are the Shan miles away from the beach? Why are they? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 on the ground, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's 12 of them against land. Why did they all march up to him one by one? And then after this, like there's this where is it? Let me see if I can find it. There's a scene where they're dead. She's dead. He dies. So here you go. Why is this guy right here not
He
going
should
and
be running
stabbing her in the
back
back?
at-
Man, it's a good thing only one of them had a bow. Otherwise, Moraine would be dead as crap.
Why do
The better
Why-
question is,
He's
why did he
shining
shoot
right now.
his single arrow at land? Why didn't he just shoot Moraine?
I think the show was supposed to trying to show that they were shooting at Moraine, but Land caught the arrow. But
Yeah, he's a monk.
really, really badly.
Like, look how far away from the city they are. Why are these? Where the hell were these guys? They didn't see any White Cloak attacks either, so they weren't out
Maybe they're like,
scouting.
No,
like,
maybe
what
they're
were
the
they
one group of
doing?
Shan that actually have toe raking in the show.
But if you
So
look
they
at
can fly
the
out.
beach, you'll see that there's cliffs running the whole entire side of this beach. So like, where would they even come from if they weren't like? It's not like they would like say, "Oh, gee, there's people down there. We better go check it out." It's like in order for them to come up from that direction, they had to travel and get down to the beach, like way down there.
Well, there's a little path there, though, man. They found the little path, and then they
Was that it?
they were
shouldn't be
so
a-
concerned about the two people walking down the beach that they had to
There's just so
run.
much wrong with this thing because
protecting. The
I sent
flanks.
you one of the tweets about how they're like, well, now we know Moraine's answer to the trolley problem, right? Because she will just murder everyone on the boats. But the thing is
what does that mean? That they just
utilitarianism
kill
is not
trollocs?
morality.
There's no morality in the show.
So this, I
Like,
think
if
this
she's
works.
killing Trollocs, fine. I don't care. But like, I don't care if she's killing Trollocs.
No,
the whole
she
point
can't
of
even
Trollocs
kill
is
Trollocs, but there isn't a Darkfront and Darkspawn exception.
I was thinking about this scene, and it's funny because the only people she actually could harm in this scene were the people attacking land. and yet she chose to attack the people she
So-
wouldn't be able to.
If Moraine is evil and the Shan-Chan are evil, but Lan is not evil, then this makes sense. This works.
Sorry, Steve.
No, why are you sorry for? You're good.
I interrupted you. I just
No, you're good. You're good. I'm just trying. Like my brain is mush already. I
don't understand how anyone can think that this is a good episode.
Look,
because
hold on. They do a Last Jedi here. I got to bring it up again. Hold on. Let me.
Oh yeah.
Like, what is she doing?
Disappearing.
Why is she
Moraine,
the
I could
only
do with a
person
bit of
that
help
has to
here.
do a fucking hula dance and interpretive bullshit to channel?
Moraine,
Why?
I could do with a bit of help here, man. Come on.
Stop!
Like, why
is that
There's a guy on a cliff
archer
who just shoots
up
at
on a
me.
cliff?
So that you're telling?
Also,
so,
no way that was
so we're
aiming at
supposed
her.
to believe- Wait. So we're supposed to believe he's catching that arrow protecting her?
Yeah, no way
Arrow's
that's aiming at
trajectory
her.
there would be missing her by like 3 or 4 feet.
Like
You know,
Sean
it's the
Chan-
I didn't
arrow.
say it was good. I just said
Isn't-
what.
No, you're right. You're right.
There's an arrow in the guy's back behind Lan.
That's funny cut.
Remember he stabbed him with it. Remember?
Well,
Wait, maybe it was Masema, because Masema's wearing Shan-Chan armor, so maybe he's going around and just shooting
Oh,
them.
there's some more. There's some more Sean Chan not attacking the active channeler.
By the way, shouldn't
I
she
think-
shining? So if she's channeling enough power to hit all those boats away, shouldn't she be shining so bright? Like everyone just go like, "Oh, hey."
No. Okay. Speaking of that, is people keep saying this now about the show about sensing of things. Misara literally came out like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago now, and said that you cannot sense people channeling in the show universe.
Unless
it is
you have
not a
the
thing
talent.
unless you have a talent.
But they established in episode 4 of season 1 that when you use a lot of power, you shine because they did it with Nynaeve
But they
twice.
set
Yes,
it up
but
in
you
the
see,
season. They set it up in the season with
Logain
the
has
Damon
the
and the
talent.
Soldom. The Soldom, remember they couldn't channel into the Adam too much, or they will alert the.
Yeah, because they don't
Culture?
know their own rules.
So wait, did they change that again? Because I feel like we lost Cat again. You're back. Okay.
Because I sent them
I
to-
thought didn't she already correct and say you have to be actively channeling to be sensed, and then they changed it again?
Yes, it's basically everyone is male channelers in the show, where everyone has can only sense the one power when someone's channeling, and you can see weaves, but you have to have a talent to be able to sense the ability in another person.
Just like tying off a weave is a lost art. Yeah, that's
Oh,
great.
maybe I was misunderstanding. I just have no idea how anything works.
Right? We're people that should know. We can't make heads or tails of anything they're doing because they don't know what they're doing.
How
That's a
things
good
work in
thing.
one scene has no indication of how they will work in the next scene.
The
Yeah,
fact that
because
we-
like take Matt's dagger, it melts the first person he stabs, and then it doesn't do that to anyone else.
It had a bunch of
Also, I just realized something. They killed off Sirop, right?
Where are all the dead bodies, by the way? Like this is the beginning of the interpretive dance right here. There's
They just-
3 on the ground. 3 on the ground. Here goes Fat Sean Chan. He goes.
There's
he
one
goes
with an
down.
arrow in
There
their
goes
back
Fat-
there.
Yeah.
Look how he's holding his sword. It's like, guys, no.
He just chopped that guy in the arm and he falls down dead. Did you see that? Like he chopped him in the arm.
These are supposed to be like world-class soldiers that can take over the whole world. That's what the Shan-Chan are. These guys, like, they are feckless.
Ever victorious
Hey,
army.
he sliced the brachial
None of them are
artery and it
using
caused the
spears.
catastrophic failure of the circulatory
I-
system.
You're being such a good fake shill.
Lan isn't even holding his sword by the blade. I don't know why I could possibly take him seriously as a warrior.
Where
Everyone knows
here
Lan
it
has to
is. Here
have
it
it by
comes.
the blade.
Here it
because
comes.
That's why they're called blade masters.
Oh,
All right. So does everybody see what I see right here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he gets clubbed by the guy behind him, and he's down for the count.
Yeah, and
Wait,
at
that's
the very least, he loses an arm here, right? At the very least.
This just speaks how badly the Shan-Chan swords are, because I just thought that was a club, like a baseball bat.
How's he miss? How does he miss?
No, it's a different guy. It's not even him. Let's play it back.
They're trying to say he swung down. They're saying he swung down, then Lan dodged to the side, I think. But that only works if the guy was trying to miss with his swing anyway.
He does do that in the books, but it's a sidestep. It's not like he doesn't
just crouching.
You don't understand, guys. This is Donald Flynn's fault for leaving the show in season 1. They had to rewrite a whole lot.
Yeah, Donald Flynn used to follow Matt's luck in getting off the show.
So he stabs this guy in the shoulder, but he's dead. Or is it supposed to be the neck? We'll give him the neck. Fine. He hits him with the hilt of his sword in the helmet, and this guy goes flying 18 miles. Big boy Sean Chan blocks and dead. I don't know what the fuck he's doing here.
Did they forget to render his sword? Wait, that's
his sword is missing, guys. The sword is gone. The sword is gone. Oh!
It's an arrow.
Is that when he caught the arrow?
No, it's the arrow. Yeah, it's an arrow. I think it's an arrow. Yeah.
Okay, it was the arrow. Okay, my bad. So catches the arrow. And then we have Big Boy Sean Chan here about to kill Lan.
Man, I thought for a second Lan really was a channeler.
He disappeared.
He just summoned a sword
between the one scene and the next because he's.
Yeah.
He just. What's up, Lady B?
He should be standing there.
Yeah, he's disappeared. Last Jedi. Last Jedi lit right there. And he still has him. He still has him. Like, he's still got him.
Wait, did he switch hands off camera and that's why he still has his sword?
No. His sword was always in his
right.
He caught the arrow in the left.
Yeah, he caught the watch. He caught the arrow, so he catches the arrow. Like it's
he's a monk.
The arrow in his left.
Apparently, the archer shoots off several arrows because he catches 2 arrows in this fight.
No, he killed his partner with it. Oh no, sorry, yeah, he waits for Lan to be ready so he can do the bullet catch twice. So wait, but he kept look. This is so just guys, take a journey with me here for a second. Okay, so just watch this. So I didn't want to go back that far. I don't need any more Moraine lectures. Okay, all right. So interpretive dance starts. Okay, we have to get the seagull. I don't know what the obsession with seagulls in this is in this.
Okay. I actually heard. I read it on Twitter. I think it was. And these are very important. They're albatrosses. And so when Ishmael is talking about seeing the birds above him, he's seeing albatrosses, which is a Shanshan omen, which is an omen for victory.
That's not an albatross.
Look,
he lost.
Okay,
he lost. Yeah, he lost. The Sean Chan lost. So why is so Sean Chan omens are bullshit? Is that what we're trying to express?
I mean, I've got that in the books too. They're also pretty.
Well, yes, but it's just like
you know the old saying about seagulls is that all they do is eat shit and squawk. So I don't see why they shouldn't be here.
She's drawing the heat from the sand because.
Yeah, it's just because Moraine gets a slow-mo scene.
Because I was wondering that.
Yeah,
if only Rand got a slow.
That's what they're trying to say. She's drawing it from the sand. Yes.
It's like how Anakin drew his anger for the dark side from sand. She is drawing the one power from the sand.
It's one of the stupidest things they could have ever done. Don't add that bullshit. There's no reason.
It does work in certain magic systems, but it doesn't work in this magic system. Like the Dresden magic system, him drawing heat from the sand is just fine.
Or
Avatar, just fine. But
or
this,
what is it?
With the one power, drawing heat from the sand would be a thing only male channelers can do because women can't do that. It causes heat to blow back and causes them to burn themselves. And it's one of the most powerful things Rand does is when he's pissed off at Ravine, he freezes a chunk of his army by pulling the heat out of them, turning them to ice.
Does he do that against Ravine's army? Because I remember him doing it in Chapter 7 of Book 4.
So she's also pulling it from way down the fucking beach, too.
Because the sand is cold now where she is.
And it's supposed according to the books from I just read, you're pulling energy from everywhere because sighting and sidearm make up everything. So when you pull it, you're pulling excess energy from all around you into you.
All right, guys. So let's take this journey together. Okay. Here we go.
There's one part I really want to highlight. It's just hilarious to me.
All right. So here's the first block. Okay. He
So the Goombas are gonna kill.
He then slashes the guy in the breastplate and he dies. Block number 2 into, I guess that was the next shot. Okay. Block. Slice the arm, dead. Block.
Yeah, that wasn't even the brachial artery.
Then he just completely misses. This guy just completely misses. Let's see if I can go back slow enough.
The ever victorious army.
He didn't hit an artery. He hit his shoulder. That is his shoulder, clearly. So
yeah, they really are making the Empress proud.
The most that would be there is 3 nerves and your coracobrachialis and potentially pec major and minor.
All you're gonna hear is clang.
All right,
this guy in the back is gonna twirl his sword. It's the funniest thing ever. He watch the guy in the far background. He's just twirling his sword like so far away for no good reason.
I'm having a hiccup player. I don't know why it's going so. Maybe because I paused too much, but okay. So we have a.
I don't remember, but what were the Sanchan's main weapons in a fight? Were they swords?
I think they're swords.
No,
they have spears.
Spears.
Too, but
infantry pretty much solely uses spears or some form of like pike.
Okay,
they have a sword sidearm.
And he blocks and swipes up and misses, and Shan Chan guy dies. I don't know why this is going so slow all of a sudden.
God, she's drawing her heat from the frame rate.
Holy crap. Oh, wait, this is the arm guy. This is the arm guy. Gets his elbow. And
so there's 1 nerve there and 2 muscles.
That's a pretty good gap at the neck, though.
So he dies. Like, he instantly dies. So elbow, death. Okay?
At most, you would lose the nerve that controls your thumb. And so you might drop your sword, but it wouldn't kill you.
No.
I don't know why. I'm going to have to fix this. This is going way too slow.
Unless he did drop his sword and that's how he killed himself.
Okay, so there we go. So here's arm guy. We're back to normal speed. Arm guy dead. Okay. Repose or parry, I guess. Guy flops out like he got hit by the last airbender. Flies backwards, dead in the neck. At least that was an actual neck shot.
Yeah, that is the first kill shot we've
Why
had.
he went like this, that's the one I don't get. But at least he got him in the neck. Oh, he's still... So that guy's still slumped even though he got hit in the neck.
That guy had his sheathing the sword moment. He stole it from Rand. What do you mean?
He still goes...
Hey,
now there's a guy right here. If we're looking at him, I'm pretty sure that guy's going to kill him too, but he's probably going to just... Oh, we got to... Wait, why is he on his knees? He tripped.
It's an Easter egg.
That's an Easter egg.
Actually, it's a callback to the previous episode when Rand was on his knees.
Yes, Rand.
Yeah, the soldier remembered he had to give a prayer to the Empress mid-battle.
Rafe said they like to do circular storytelling, and they like to bring back up themes that were established in previous episodes. And men kneeling is one of those themes.
Can I make a comment about how terrible Daniel Henney's flippy kicks are? Like, go get one karate class, dude. Take one kung fu class. Like, take one MMA class.
They don't have crap on Rand's pregnant mom. They definitely don't.
I
crap
don't
on Rand's pregnant
think
mom.
that he would ever do flippy kicks as Lan, at least in the books.
Oh no!
I could see him doing like a front kick, like a snap kick to like push a body back and create space, but he isn't going to be doing no like snap kicks like that.
Yeah, he's not like a martial artist.
I was trying to see what was happening in the background as she was doing her lean into the dance section of the play. Okay, so this is the arrow that's supposed to hit Moraine, but it's about 18 feet short. Yeah, she was in real danger there. Thank God he caught it.
That thing's not even in like the same vicinity as Moraine.
He does
Had to be shooting at him.
He does the most awkward twirl I have ever seen in my life. Like, I am sorry. That is just, like, look at this. All right, here it comes. Arrow, caught, twirl. Like,
Yeah,
what
the arrow had to be shooting at him, not at Moraine, which is retarded.
It's like so bad, man. Like, what is? All right, so now why? So how is this guy flopping forward? Like
he's getting pulled. I think
he pulls him. Is that what he's doing?
I think Land is meant to be like pulling him. Let's have a look.
Dead guy with the swipe. We get the flippy kick. That's terrible with the bent knee. He goes flying.
That KO'd that guy.
Yep. Now we do some more spinning in the background. What was that spin that landed? Did you see that one? That was a good one.
It was a useless spin.
Not sure what
that's spinning. That's a good trick.
I only took like a single year of karate, and they were like, never expose your back. And then all these things always expose the back.
So now he is grappling with a guy. Okay.
Rafe loves back shots, so I wouldn't.
There's the stupid arrow. There's the catch.
Why is there a single archer on the cliff as well?
He caught it, and he does the stupid twirl. Where was the guy that he was grappling? I don't know. He must be one of the dead guys. Now he gets his sword. He holds his sword hand in his elbow. The other guy forgets that his left arm is free and does nothing. But, he's trying real hard. Look at that try-hard face that Land's got going. He then stabs him in the back of the neck with an arrow, I guess, and throws him to the ground. He hits this guy with the butt
Does he
end
still
of
have the arrow in his hand there?
He does, yes. He hits the...
and let's remember, this whole time, the Shanshan are chasing him in a line. Like, they're not grouping up or anything. They're just running at him in a line.
They're lining up to go one by one. So this man, he cracked him hard in the skull because watch him fly backwards. He is dead. Fat Boy Shanchan number 5 stops dead to block. Okay, we have a block and dead, apparently. Block and dead.
Thrown over.
So block. So the dead man. We caught another. Wait, did he catch another arrow?
Yeah, he caught another.
Is that what this is? Wait, he dropped it.
He's getting really good rolls, all right? He's getting really good rolls because he's a monk, right? So he's using his reaction to catch the arrow.
Like, what are we doing? Like, and are these supposed to be headed for Moraine? Is that what we're really supposed to think?
No.
Is stopping arrows from hitting Moraine?
Hey, you have a super chat.
I see it. I'm gonna get. I got you, Lyle. Give me 1 second. I just want to know: are we really supposed to think Moraine? These are headed for Moraine?
No, I don't think you can, based off of the direction of the first one. It is clearly not in a trajectory to go for her.
This is the same
based on everything else, we think they're going to hold to that logic. They're not going to.
Well, I'll have it
These
for
are the
10
same
bucks.
people who made.
Go ahead.
Oh, these are the same people who made Matt's iconic weapon be a dagger tied to a stick. So I don't think logic is really.
Yeah. Lyle Hammock.
Hey.
What's up, Steven, everyone? Since you're full up, I will go ahead and grab some dinner and come back later. But before then, let me say that the pits of hell is good for this total abomination hail. Thanks, man. It's
okay. I just wanted to say, you remember how they diminish men to prop up women? Well, they're diminishing the tactics of the Shanshan and everyone else to prop up Matt.
I just this thing is just.
And the reason I say that is because then when Matt comes out and actually uses, they're going to be super shitty tactics, but halfway decent compared to everyone else. You'll be like, oh my, he is such a great general. And it's like, well, no, he isn't. He's got like the 5-year-old's knowledge of leading.
You think he's going to lead any armies?
No man's
I
going to
don't
lead
think
an army
anything
in
is
show.
going to happen. I'm just saying, like, if
We
it
all know gender swap Talmanes is going to lead the band of the Red Hand. Come on.
Yeah, what band of the Red Hand?
It's going to be
the band
I'm sorry.
of maidens.
The Orchestra of the Bluefoot. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I love how Lan has 10 times more sword fight scenes in the episode than Rand has all series. Yep, that's true.
I would
What-
like to, I would like to throw in here and just say that, there's this thing in Hollywood where they think that these fight scenes are better when they're, spinny and more flashy. But like, if they were to actually choreograph a real fight where you have the odds against somebody, but they're just better, like that's possible. But like, not in this kind of thing. Like, Lan doesn't even have any armor, and he walks away with not even a nick or wound. Like,
Yeah.
the best knife fighters in the world will tell you that even in a knife fight, you're gonna die, even if you win.
Well, knife fights are more dangerous than sword fights.
The other thing
swords are
though,
really big
about
knives,
this,
basically.
Well, no, swords give you more distance, so you can have greater chance of avoiding getting hit yourself. While a knife is you're danger close with every swing of it.
Yeah, but there's like 20
you should
knives,
still be getting
20 swords.
Yeah, even in the books with his big feet for going 6'1" in New Spring, he still gets hurt badly.
But
So,
you see that he crouches down, and
He swipes to
somehow
miss.
the guy misses. I don't understand how that works. Also, who's got a Geiger counter?
Yeah, we're getting some echo from somebody. Yeah. So here it is again. So, all right. So we have the guy back there after the caught arrow. He's going to swipe from him. Now he's on his
Now
knees.
he's crouched.
Now he's on his knees, and he still swipes downward instead of horizontally and to kill Lan, and hits the sand, of course. So then
was
Lan can
going
stab
for
him
his
through the armor
foot.
with an arrow.
Because don't you know that you're supposed to hamstring your opponents?
Then we have someone that should be killing Moraine, but doesn't.
There should be a ton of bodies on the ground. All the
Right, yeah,
bodies
where's-
are gone.
Why are they all stopping? This guy's getting back up.
They are moving.
Yeah,
they're moving
maybe
like
they all
the-
just got back up since Lan just lightly cut them.
They're all moving like the bad guys in the Power Rangers. You remember
mean,
the
they're
little
all-
gray guys?
Yeah,
They're all like
the little
wobbling around.
minions.
You know,
Little
like,
minions, yeah.
He's actually about to be overwhelmed right there. Like, look at it. Like, plus, like,
They're doing the Game of Thrones tactic of
Look
if
at
you
this
just
win.
cut
I
away
love
before the
this movie.
character gets overwhelmed and they're okay.
kills me every time.
it's
Like a couple of those guys should be down for the count. Like there's two people that have been
Maybe
hit in the
two.
neck.
maybe two, yes.
They have
But then you see, like, look, this person right here has a kill shot on Moraine. There's no saving her. It's over. And you know,
Because the guy right behind him could run like basically a defense play.
well, and you also know that the Shan Chan soldier in the ever victorious army knows to probably prioritize the witches that are channeling, since they're worth about, I don't know, a few hundred soldiers. So
I mean,
I'm pretty-
from his perspective, he's just seeing a lady doing an interpretive dance on
That-
a
that
beach.
could be
So maybe
true. Could be true too. I mean, they did
True.
kill a little
There's
girl
that,
for picking up seashells. So you know.
that's true.
And if more
To
rain
be
turned
fair-
around, this whole thing would be over in 3 seconds.
That's true too.
To be fair,
I just realized something.
Uh,
Who does the dancing between the Damane and Seldam? Do they both have to dance?
So the other issue though, if like when you catch
They
that
just
right
do
at
hand
the end,
gestures.
is we counted 12, 13 counting the guy on the cliff. But when it zooms all the way out, you only have 9 soldiers.
Yeah,
Consistency is not the
I
same
think
for this
Gadfly. I think Gadfly was right in chat when he said that it looks like it was supposed to be at the beginning of the fight, and they just put it in the wrong spot.
Yeah, it's just bad editing. It's just terrible editing.
What is Rand doing holding the? It's so dumb.
also how he gets the burn mark on his hand doesn't match up with the hair mark on his blade.
Why would it? Like,
Also,
Oh,
what was the
it-
point in
it's
CGIing
Albatross
the
news.
heron on the hilt earlier?
okay, the point of
It was for that
so
line.
the point of him CGIing the heron on the hill earlier was because Turok has to say the line, because they couldn't cut out his line. Turok says the line, "Let's see what it takes to earn the heron on this side of the ocean."
Cheating.
Yeah, so I want to make it clear. They could have technically tried to CGI on the hilt for that scene where he burns himself, but they decided, no, we are so lazy that we are going to have him reach over to burn himself on the blade rather than just try and do some cheap CGI on the hilt so it doesn't look stupid.
How about
That wasn't
this?
lazy.
You
They
just
they
build
literally
the sword.
have multiple blade masters grab their swords by the blade in the show to set that up.
I heard someone defending it. Apparently, it's a technique called half swording, but like
Yeah, but you
I
have
don't
sword
really
for like
buy
an
it.
actual. No, you have sword for like an actual reason, not to stab a guy who's
Yeah,
standing
but when you
still
half
in the
sword,
chest.
you're grabbing it on the non-sharp edge, like on the backside of the blade, and you're curling your palm and your fingers, and you're squeezing together. You aren't actually touching the blade.
No, you can touch the blade with the half sword, especially if you're wearing gloves. It's
Guys,
because blades don't have to have a cutting motion to cut, so you can perfectly fine grabbing them. But what the show shows is them, except for Rand right here, is them like literally grabbing the blade of other people's swords, and that's just like
Why?
no.
But you aren't wrong. Like where he gets the brand on his thumb, the brand should actually be closer to the knuckles on his fingers there.
And
But there's no half sorting a katana.
Guys,
That's not a tactic.
Why?
You don't know how to do it.
Look,
You can
guys,
do it.
like so, freaking Nynaeve does the open palm thing on the arrow to push it through Elaine's foot.
It's
so
circular
now.
messaging.
Why, like, you're telling me that instead of Rand two gripping the hilt of his sword and pushing, he's getting more leverage to push the sword through Ishmael's shoulder like this. This is what you're trying to tell me.
And this is what we could have had. We could have had an epic sky duel with them fighting each other, and then Rand sacrificing himself to go get the finishing blow. But no, we get him walking up slowly and freaking poking him with the sword.
You also don't have a lot of force with it here because all
He's
the
gotta slice
muscles
his
would be
hand.
pushing forward. He can only engage about one or two of them.
Why is it okay? So now Ishmael is dead. Why is he happy? Because there's two birds flying above him,
Yeah,
so that
because
he's happy.
apparently they're albatrosses, and albatrosses mean victory.
Why would he
I've
care?
done it. I won, guys.
Steve, do you not remember? They set up him being suicidal at the beginning of the episode.
But the whole point is he wants to break it so they don't. So now he loses and he has to start over again.
Not
That's
only
the
that-
whole point they've been trying to drive home with him is that he wants to break the wheel so he doesn't have to keep doing this shit.
Wait,
so now he's died and he's got to do it all over again.
Not only
Has
that, he
Ishmael
knows.
actually established that as his motive in this
Yes.
season?
Yes, he has.
Yes.
Because all of a sudden, I can't remember if it was Dana in the first season that had stolen his motivations. But I guess if they've given him the same ones
said it.
now.
He said it straight up. He wants to break the wheel so it stops turning, and then he dies, so he has to start over again. But it's beautiful. What would have been great is if these birds shat right on his goddamn face.
And the thing is he shouldn't be happy from dying a natural death because he knows what's waiting for him. The Dark One's
Yes.
waiting for him. Like
The Dark One's waiting for him. Yes. Wait.
He got Thanos dusted. So
The show still.
also,
thinks
why
he's
does this even kill him?
Exactly.
Lamphere
Because it's
survived
on
getting
fire.
excellent.
I have a
kills him,
theory
not
for
fire.
it, but
His balefire.
Oh, don't even. I don't even want to hear the.
No, I saw somebody defend it by saying, "Oh,
See, look at all
obviously
the bodies
Rand
they're dead.
channeled balefire into the
And
sword."
then we get this crappy CGI dragon and everybody cheering. And it's like, why?
Wait, somebody actually tried to say that was balefire. Then why didn't everything?
Yeah,
in
they
this-
said, I'm being completely serious. They said that Rand channeled balefire into the sword, and that's how it killed Ishii.
They have no idea what balefire is.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just gonna say, they clearly don't.
Balefire is a Luxalt from League of Legends, and it causes the body to flicker and then vanish.
I mean, like the number one thing that comes to mind is if that was so. Like, just to disprove this idiotic theory is all the Forsaken went right back in their seals. So
It's also the fact that if she would have instantly been deleted rather than taking a second to get dusted as well.
And we don't get our Wrath of the Titans, Zeus death scene. Oh God! And then, like, anybody that thinks this is good, you need to go to an institution.
I saw on Twitter somebody that was like, "This was the best," or maybe it was Facebook. "This is the best banner. I am so glad they had this dragon banner." And I'm like, "It's not a fucking banner.
This is.
Do you not know what
Acid Eye propaganda?
This is nothing. Moraine proclaims Rand the dragon. Rand doesn't proclaim himself by his actions. She has to do a fake fire dragon weave to say, "Hey, world, he's the dragon." Do you know how ridiculous that is?
It is
Remember,
Rand's
from Sanchan. What was her plan if the Sanchan didn't decide, let's fire a bunch of fireballs in this city rather than retreat?
But also remember, this is Lanfear's plan, because she said, make sure you do the banner after she yeeted them out onto the beach. The secondary Fall May Waygate, because Fall May needs 2 Waygates. It's just
our
it's crazy.
problem is we're thinking. Have you tried not thinking?
Also, what the heck is the deal with Mule's profile picture?
Is that? You mean is that the Ewok?
Avienda?
Is that Ewok Avienda? Yeah. Ewok Avienda.
Oh my God.
So you guys haven't seen that? Hold on, I think I still got.
I've seen it. I just didn't realize that was it.
I got it. For anybody who hasn't seen it, I'm pretty sure I got it.
We have
here.
a Chewbacca Perrin, and then we have a Ewok Avienda.
Oh, there it is.
I remember I saw the one
Perrin. Yeah, she's gonna hook up with Werewolf Perrin, Teen Wolf Perrin.
I just want to remind you all that adapting a book like this to TV is just really hard, and it's not like it's a $200 million movie.
Okay, but G Ewok Toe is honestly funnier than the image.
It's even better when you realize the spirits is straight.
Are we just gonna start calling the Aiel Ewoks now?
Ewok.
Yes.
Somebody needs to make the Min Jong-un. Somebody needs to make that one.
Oh God, I have. Oh my God. Okay, so I got to go through these real quick because I lost them all. But here we go. There it is. All right. So where are we at here? So Stone of Falmate, no Kalendor, Evil Matt, no Evil Out. Well, I don't know. Is Evil Matt? I guess we did have Evil Matt. Is
he is evil.
He was evil for like 7 out of the 8 episodes.
Evil is lacking morality, and he doesn't actually have a moral compass. So
no sexy werewolf Perrin. Damn it.
Yeah, I know, right? Damn.
You can't use that dagger as a weapon and call yourself a hero. So
they all stabbed in the book.
He tried to make sure he didn't pick it up. I think if we're being very generous.
Okay, where are you saying a woman raped a man?
What do you mean?
Like, are we saying figuratively or literally?
Lanfear did try to grape Rand. So.
Does Arthur Hawkwing get replaced by?
Yeah, but Rand is willing. Like. But if
Hawkwing did get replaced. He got replaced by Arthur Hawkwing.
If you were to say that, like, Swan basically violated Rand in a figuratively sense, it could work.
Matt is definitely bisexual.
Well, to be fair, Rand agreed to have sex with Selene, not Lanfear, Forsaken.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, and consent is a really big thing.
Artifact in wrong location, no sky fight. Let's see.
Matt says time toss the dice and does something stupid. Yep.
He definitely did, didn't he? Yeah.
Right, where they're like on the whole consent thing, where they say basically like you shouldn't have to know if somebody's a man or a woman. You should just, if you consent to it, you're good. But if they're saying that Rand can't consent to Lanfear because he consented to Selene, that just kind of throws their whole other consent arguments out the window.
I think the Sanchan finger weapons deserves a count, considering Turok was gonna fight with those nails before he got murked immediately.
He didn't use them. I can't. So we didn't quite.
He had his
we didn't get the
in that
full art chart
scene.
here, but
He wasn't gonna remove them. He was gonna fight with them.
No, I think his Soljin was gonna give him his fighting nails.
We were
and then he was gonna fight.
We were pretty close to an art chart, but we didn't quite make it. So let's see what the other one.
there's another sheet though, right?
Oh, I got two more. I got two more sheets here. Let's go. This is what do we got? Yeah. Oh, Lesbo was the one that was the really silly ones. 7 bats for Moraine. Mannequin channel. Not Tom Gleeman shows up. Did anybody say Brigitte?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think it's said in the show.
Moraine overthrows evil half brother.
I mean, her sister overthrew her evil nephew, so
her sister overthrew her evil son.
Yeah, that's true.
Your call. I'll do it if you want. It's your call. I don't think we're quite there.
Too disconnected.
Close his mouth for 5 minutes.
Who put Rand hooks up with Min? That's way too close.
Hey, more multi-headed dragon nonsense.
This was chat. More multi-handed dragon nonsense. I'm definitely putting that.
This was the silly one of things we didn't think they would do. Rand hooking up with Min was one of the things we didn't think they would do.
I wasn't. Did we?
Yes, we had an entire episode.
Yeah, it was pretty much the whole episode. Moraine family nonsense. We bingo.
We got a bingo for sure. Females teaching Rand how to channel.
We were
so we
close
clear,
on that.
We're not real clear if Lanfear was teaching him or not.
I don't think so.
We should have had Land teaching Rand how to channel. We're so dumb.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did have crying in every episode.
Rand definitely.
Rand goes evil. No great hunt. No.
That's a good one.
Portal stones don't exist.
We didn't get an entire hour flashback to New Spring, but we did get 11 minutes.
More resurrections.
Yeah.
No redemption.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ingtar, I saw on Twitter somebody, or maybe it was Reddit, they were like, it is so good that in this turning of the wheel, Ingtar's redemption from the books turning carried through, and he is no longer a dark friend.
Wait, what?
That's not how any of that works.
What do they? What nonsense now? Who did the what?
Basically,
now? I saw that on the Discord. Yeah.
Yeah, in this turning of the wheel, Ingtar's redemption was in the previous turning, and so it carried over to this one, and that's why he wasn't a dark friend anymore.
Stop it.
Even though they hinted he was a dark friend earlier, they just didn't follow through with it.
Jesus Christ. The mental gymnastics these people are having to do. Thank you. I need it. Thank you.
Trip brings up a good point in chat. She says, doesn't all the dunking in the ocean count as at least 7 baths for Moraine?
Ooh, she was doing interpretive dance.
I mean,
I'll allow it.
There were 5 months between season 1 and 2, and they established that Moraine is so worried about the Dark One that she spends like 6 hours every single day carrying water in buckets up the mountainside to have a bath.
You're not.
So that's like 150 baths.
I was convinced. You had me at Moraine's.
Also, Trip says that Lan taught Rand how to channel, and he's basically a female in the show.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. We're also going to say Perrin and Rand fight over Egwene. We're going to say Perrin and Rand fight over Egwene because.
Why did they do that?
They literally don't even
I
talk
don't think they did.
Because
they
Perrin is standing next to
other.
Egwene at the end, and Rand is drooling over Elaine. Nah, that doesn't work.
No.
Evil Coffin is for sure a dark friend, though. No,
we haven't heard it yet. Yeah, we got one bingo. We got one.
We got a bingo. We got a bingo there. I'll take it. There's one more here. We can do. Here's Lesbo. It's only half pulled out. So let's see. We didn't get
caught by a female channeler. Well,
Caviezel catches it.
Lanfear of Mars.
Hair Love Wolf. That's it. We're getting that. Hell yeah. Lanfear of Mars. Yes. Yes.
Rand has flashback of Luce Baron plowing Lanfear. Rand flashback of Perrin killing Ileana.
Two people talking in a room at each other? What does this mean?
Oh.
White Tower is a giant mech.
Hey, are we saying that Jeffram is actually like someone's wife?
That's pretty close. Why not? Why not? We can say Jeffram's gay,
gender.
right? This.
All right, wait. You actually could cross out no Heron mark palms because there weren't multiple palms. There was just one. Therefore,
It doesn't even mark his palm. They marked the weird little area before the thumb.
White Tower's a giant mech. God, why didn't we get that? That would have been so good. Just the White Tower stands up like roving mode activated. Go target.
White Tower versus Black Tower later in the series.
Maybe White Tower will be a missile. It is phallic enough.
Well, it's basically
It actually probably does have nukes inside of it. You know,
we
like
have
a
a
nuclear
flashback
silo.
of. We have a flashback of Ishii basically plowing Lanfear. No.
I didn't see Jim Caviezel catch Ishii. I didn't see that.
Damn it.
You can't cross that.
We were close. Okay. The half filled out Lesbo one didn't quite make it. All right, where's the last one at? There it is. Okay, last one. Here we go. No Dragon Banner. Elias Hurin, man. Perrin, no axe. Absolutely.
Technically,
no, he dropped it for a fucking shield.
It's the wrong type of axe as well because it's double.
No
blade.
show female. No male.
We actually didn't get a Lesbo White Tower scene. We got a breakup scene. Does that count?
No, we got the swan scene. We got the
Yeah, we got
swan
them
flashback.
We got them kissing in the tower.
Yeah, they did that kissing thing in episode 7 or whatever.
I went again.
Can we take Oath-Rod as calendar lightsaber and just switch it to shout out
Ashendari
knife? Shout out Logos knife is the lightsaber.
Lanfear Red. I wish. Lanfear Red. Get it out.
Hey, Rand was basically gentled.
The only one we see is Lanfear, and she's a victim, supposedly.
I think Rand was castrated by
less than
Green,
3
but I don't know if he was
fights.
gentle.
I'm sure we got that.
100%. Matt gets Ashen. Oh, God.
Matt never changes clothes. He doesn't, right?
He never changes clothes. Not once.
Steve, have you seen that meme of basically
Luce
it's
Theron
like a
is the
newspaper,
dark one.
and the headline is Matt, and this fog is not like defensive fog, it's just Matt smelling because he hasn't changed yet.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that on Discord, yeah. It was like a newspaper thing, yeah.
Moraine kills more Fays than Lan. She definitely kills more people than Lan.
I think they kill about the same, but I think in
Rand
spirit,
does have an avatar state.
He does, yeah.
I think.
Again,
Warder
scene.
Yep. Women warders. Do we have a woman warder?
No.
Not yet.
No. We actually got a bingo though.
We got it. Too bad we didn't get Logain fucked, but you know.
Doesn't Moraine kill more Fades than Lan?
I don't know. See, I'm trying to think. Maybe.
I think she kills one. I don't think Lan kills one.
No,
Lan
kills one.
In the back. Yeah, it hits him in the back.
I think in spirit though, Moraine killed more people overall, so that counts as one extra thing.
Arctis. Arctis has a rating. Wow. Yeah, go get it. Go get it, buddy. Is it classic or? Hey, Lyle's here. What's up, Lyle?
What's up, everybody?
We're just going through the bingo cards here. So no Oath-Rod. Rand does not die. He got real close. He also Aiel using swords. Is there a scene where one of them uses a sword?
One of them
uses an axe.
Yeah, the axe kind of bugged me. She shouldn't have been able to use that.
I swear there was this part in the fight where one of them grabs one of the Aiel swords or one of the Sean-Chan's.
Well, Perrin does.
That's gonna be next season when Avienda uses Kalandor. Don't worry.
Well, we got a bingo anyway. Well, Moraine kills more. I think we're about even, but I'm tempted to give it to Moraine since she killed a whole freaking nation of people.
There's probably a fade on one of those Shanshan boats. They're all dark.
We should have said Moraine bigger kill count than Lan would probably been better there, but
Does the fact that she killed a Fade with a knife give her like bonus?
through the mouth too,
He
right?
kills him with steroids. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let me ask if anyone remembers her kill count.
What no more? Like I think it's 1-1. I think they both killed one Fade. I'm almost positive.
Zigabo Arcani in chat says Lan kills 2 in the first episode.
Yeah, he does another one of those power kicks and it just dies, right? Yeah, something like that. It just falls over. Yeah. I think you're probably right. I think we talked about it before that he barely. I do find it incredibly interesting that they've spent all this time talking about the horns, the removable horns for the Trollocs, and we saw them in what, one episode?
Episode 1,
and that was it.
All right.
Unreal.
I actually have a prediction for season 3 right now.
So how about because that could because I have to wrap up here in a minute. So I think that's a good place to end here. Let's get some. We'll go through everybody. If anybody that wants to answer, quick, because guys, I know there are still people out there hoping that season 3 is not going to happen. Season 3 is already half in the can. It's gonna come out.
Happen.
Maybe not 4, but 3 is definitely happening. Season 4 may not come out. You're right. We need to be accurate. So yes.
Hey, can I just say that it's been almost a week and there's been no confirmation of season 4? Last time the confirmation came out within like 2 days.
Well, typically these shows are being made for 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
The contracts are always for 3, I think. The contracts are always for 3, I think.
We'll see what happens. I mean, we'll see if they announce it or not. But like, I think when have the full ratings come out, I'll keep an eye on White Cloaks for that. They're usually good about the rating stuff. That's gonna be a bad one. The ratings are gonna be terrible. Nobody watched this shit.
Yeah, the Nielsen's are every Thursday, I believe. So
okay, so go keep an eye. Talk to Alex about
the
that.
last Nielsen's they held onto their 515 million minutes, but they didn't gain any minutes.
Right. So that's not good. Especially going
let's
into
keep in mind that 515 is still lower than season 1 ended. So
515 is terrible. I don't care what anybody says. It's bad.
For the first 3 episodes, it was about 845,000 viewers in the US.
And another thing that's worth mentioning is that there's more time, but also the episodes are longer than season 1 as well.
It's 203-minute premiere versus 1 minute, or 300 or 203 minutes versus 168.
Wait, they had the exact same numbers for 2 weeks in a row?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
So there was people that were claiming they had their Amazon basically running through the episodes on repeat. So
I'm sure there was that, but guys, hold on. Let's hold on. I'm going to show this before I want everybody to have it. Well, if everybody has one, I would like to get some predictions. So here we go. Relive the journey. A triumph.
Binge every moment.
Addictive and surprising. That's their sizzle reel again, by the way.
It is
Couldn't even get 1,000 likes.
Thank God Collider uses the murder of Lord Turok as their banner. And
this is the one image they have of Rand doing something. So
Collider, who's been sucking the balls of freaking this show since it came out. Amazon has to own them. Like
97,000 impressions, 2,000 likes.
87,000
impressions, 524 likes.
Dude, is
theatrical screening? Theatrical screening? Wow.
Surprise guest. Is the surprise guest going to be good old Sanderson, or is it going to be someone else?
No,
Probably.
Matt Hatch and Daniel Green watching it live for the first time tomorrow.
All right, so Sanderson's not going to say anything negative.
Wait,
then.
is this what? Who
It
was
is
it
with
that was
Matt.
talking to me about Waygate swimsuits? Is that what the
That
hell
was
we're
me.
referring
I
to?
got it from here.
What in the fuck are we doing, people?
As your
Somebody
weekly
take
sexy
Fuel-
reward
okay,
for joining us
so
on
you're
this
still here,
rewatch,
right?
we give you
We need to put 2 giant eyeballs here, okay? And then get some weird ass bikini right here, and then have an open vag right there, sucking land in. That's our condition, right?
Hey,
My
badge is in between
God.
the 2 pillars when it opens and closes.
You're actually right. So okay, so let's
Folks, it's a
rework
bonus
this.
hole.
Let's rework this. Okay, so the eyeballs will be up here. So one here, one here. Make sure
Honestly,
they have eyebrows, like they're mad. They gotta be mad eyebrows. Then you put the titties right here, right there, and the big bag, and it's shooting out rays of light onto land. And he's like, "Oh no." Oh, sorry, my bad.
Maybe
I think
maybe
of it
one of
almost
our
like iliac crests there, like the ilium.
I can't believe this is what
sides.
we're doing. Is this what you? I'm sorry.
This is what.
I'm sorry. What is this? Jay wanted me to look at an article. Is this the article? Oh god damn it! I am so tired of having to turn off my freaking ad blockers for all these things. Have they all like figured out how to get around ad blockers now that like, or is there an ad blocker that actually works now? None of these ad blockers work anymore. It's
A lot of time you can exit off of those and don't have to actually turn it off.
I tried it; it doesn't work anymore. Like with Collider and stuff, like I couldn't do it. The Wheel of Time showrunner sheds light on Rand and Elaine's pivotal final scene. Is this what you wanted me to talk about, Jay?
Also, what?
Tell me in a prayer. Go ahead. Who was talking? Who said
I was
the
just going
thing?
to say, why is Ingtar trending on the right?
It's just my personal things, I think.
Okay.
Probably.
I was worried for a second there.
It's nothing. I'll click on it, but whoever Daniel Roman is,
Okay, that's
says,
the tweet that you brought up earlier.
"Oh,
Yeah,
it's kind of a beautiful." Oh, should I just respond with "fuck you"? Oh no,
Don't get yourself bound.
Don't be a divisive book cloak. Come on,
dude. Look how racist freaking X is. Ingtar ISIS.
And then
what the fuck?
Wow.
Hey, just
notice how the
it
other two
could be worse. It could be Hamas instead.
They have number of posts, 11,000 posts and 215,000, and then Ingtar has nothing.
Let's see how we did. Learning the sword from Rant X, playing the flute for a separate X.
That's crapping on the show.
This is how we like.
Yeah, he's crapping on the show, I think. He's saying what he wants to see, and he's saying that none of it was in it.
Tell me more. No, okay. Let's see. Hold on. Do we like this guy? I want to see if this guy's throwing shit. Oh, Daniel responded to him. We're gonna give him a like then. Daniel, I miss you, bro. Where you at? I love you, bro. I hope you're okay. I hope you're good whatever you're doing and not watching this show. Jay, did Jay respond? Is this yes? That article. Okay, we'll talk about this real quick because Jay hasn't. Is anybody excited for Mogandine? By the way, softly.
I wanted to question her because
you mean Alice from Batwoman?
They really went all in on trying to do this spider motif and thinking it's like smart, but it's so on the nose that it's super. What would you call it? Cringe, basic, something along those lines.
Yeah.
And also, what is with them making her look like a man?
Why does she look like a chipmunk?
Why is she there at all? Who cares about Mogandine?
I was actually thinking a better introduction to her would have been having Lanfear walk in and like needing Demon or somebody, and then them cutting to her like listening off in a corner or through a wall or something.
She's on the roof because she's a spider, right? She's just like, I'm on the roof.
She's
would have made this better if she wasn't in it and it was Ravine setting up the freaking Fires of Heaven storyline. Oh no, let's not do that.
Well, that could have been it too. I just
that would mean that Rand would do something though, because Rant.
Well, no, Elaine is the one who's going to beat Ravine because that's how she's going to get her throne.
Yeah, this is
Well,
also I am also stunned into silence since you have two women that actually look like they could be IO with this person in the middle. Good job, way to go.
You should have that conversation with Avienda. You're adopted.
When I mentioned the spider weaving thing, I think one good thing will come of it is that we can point to that whenever we say the weaves they do are lazy. Because clearly, if they care, they can make them look like something rather than the Venom symbiote shit.
Are they the only ones responding to their own post?
Between the third and fifth metatarsal. Or rather, tarsal.
Oh God, I gotta. Okay,
Oh
I'm
my
off. I
God.
gotta get off of there. I'm sorry. I just started throwing up.
You feel the brain rot coming on.
Horrendous.
All right, so what in particular did you want me to look at on here, Mr. J Rambles? Let's see. I'm assuming there's
is this the
article,
one where Rafe told us to pay more attention? Oh yeah, it is.
He can shut his. Okay, let's go to the summary. The finale of the Wheel of Time Season 2 features a subtle but significant moment between Elaine and Rand that hints at a deep connection and force. Why would they have a deep connection? They've never met each other. Their relationship in the future episodes. Please, God,
Elaine's
no.
now the greatest healer in history.
Oh
she
yeah,
can
this
just
is
casually
where
go
he
into the
wears
Shadow
Little
Lucas.
Mermaid.
Showrunner Rafe Judkins compared the scene to an iconic moment from The Little Fucking Mermaid, emphasizing the importance of the bond between Elaine and Rand, the deliberate development of their relationship, nuanced cues. They
look at each other with a halo around
them for half a second. What do you mean? The deliberate development of their relationship.
Well, hey, Rafe. Maybe if Rafe didn't cut out Camelin, there would actually be a bond.
Yes! Oh my God, Lyle, are you on the writing team for Wheel of Time? Holy shit! Like, you're absolutely right. If they even spent 2 seconds together before now, it's like what you guys said about Uno. He's like, my best friend Matt. Are you surprised that Matt's like, who the fuck are you? I don't know who you are. I never met you. It's like I didn't even realize that was true. They never met in the show. It's crazy. The deliberate development of their relationship.
Somebody did go and look at that scene of Uno, and he's saying, well, let's not just stand here. But he still says it with a look on his face that implies familiarity.
Yeah.
Skip to the quote,
Skip to the quote. Hold on, I'm going to read this and I'll go down the quote. The deliberate development of their relationship through nuanced cues and strategic glances.
Strategic glance. This is when you know you're at the bottom of the barrel, man.
Jesus Christ. Where's the quote so I can stop vomiting?
He's Prince Eric.
He's Prince Eric He's Prince Eric, and then there's a beautiful face. It feels like sowing the seeds of that relationship. And what? Wait, should I get my Rafe voice going? No, let's not do it. Actually, Easton, wig me. Let's go. If we're doing it, let's do it. Let's do it.
The return of Rafe Judkins.
Rafe Judkins is coming out. Come on.
Elaine might be a one-legged mermaid by the end of this.
All right, Rafe Judkins. There we go. All right, there we go. All right, I can barely hear through this, but here we go. So how's my hair? All right, here we go.
I know how to fix that.
You know how to fix that. All right, so here we go. Let's make me. All right, I'm gonna. Whoa, what are you doing to my ear, Ethan? Ethan is
making it so I can hear better.
Oh my God, you're making it so I can hear better. Why I want to? Oh, there we go.
I feel like you're gonna start giving out prizes.
Nothing is working. Easton is breaking me. This is what I get for making you steak. All right, there we go. All right, here we go. That looks about right. All right, let's read this quote, guys. We ready? All right, there we go. All right. I'll move this over so I'm staring into the scene. All right, here we go. Let's go on a journey, everybody. We're going on a journey together. All right. He is Prince Eric. And then there's a beautiful face. Feels like sowing the seeds of that relationship, and we're going to come to mean, yeah. We really wanted to flag. Wait, what the fuck? We really wanted to flag for the audience that this is a relationship to pay attention to. So having her heal him of his wound that can't be healed is a way to cement right away to the audience. These two have a connection to each other.
It's also a total asshole, but
what's going on with the two of them? Jeez, the way he sees her, the way that she comes into the scene, being dragged in by Nynaeve, who utterly wounded her for life and will never be. Oh wait, that's not. Sorry, hold on. The way that she comes into the scene, all hopefully is signaling to the audience that that's not familiar with the books, that there's something to really pay attention to there, because there is. Trollocs life matter, y'all. All right. Don't
Another
forget.
thing I think is really interesting with that scene is that Nynaeve, Perrin, and someone else. No,
yeah,
Matt.
you forget who's not in the scene. Right?
Half of them believe Rand is dead and has been dead for a year, and don't have no moment of like, "Hey, Rand's alive."
Hey, Rand, my boy, you're alive. How about that? Like, it's dude. This is such nonsense. Go ahead.
They don't even have Nynaeve and Egwene reacting to
talking?
Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody
Like,
reacts.
Nobody. It's like, oh. Go ahead. Someone was trying to talk. Go for it.
Oh yeah, that they say that that final fight with the Shaman was meant to be everybody contributing, but what did Matt do? He just knelt in the background. Well, yeah, but that was before yeah.
Right,
He fucked
yeah,
Rand because he got behind a Shamael. Somehow,
What did he do to benefit the good guys besides blowing the horn in that final confrontation?
Stabbing Rand.
He gave
Not a
Rand
damn
the wrong wound.
I
always thought that the
he's
wound
literally
that he got
Padden
the first
Fane,
time-
guys. He stabbed him and gave him the Shadow Logoth wound. He is literally Padden Fane.
I always thought that the wound he got in book 2 is what ultimately allowed him to channel the true power.
No,
so
it's
if he does what?
it's a soul bond with.
It's the link with Moradin, yeah.
By the way,
Created that link.
is there?
What?
Can I
Yeah,
point
sorry,
out
I
something
can't
in
hear
that?
The Balefire does.
Hold on, go ahead.
I was gonna say, did Rafe in that quote really say that Elaine heals the side wound that can't be healed?
Yes, he says that.
Oh my God, that is.
You can tell because it looks like a Danish now. His side room looks like a raisin donut that it's going to open up again. But, yeah, Elaine has no talent in healing. She has no business doing it. This should have been. Look, man, this is another one of those things that this should have been Nynaeve's moment. Yunan, did I interrupt you, man? Go ahead. I'm sorry. There was some slowdown on my end. What were you saying, something, buddy?
Not really. I was just gonna say that his wound doesn't match the shape of a knife. It almost looks a bit like an H.
It's a giant hole.
Yeah.
I mean, one other thing about this quote, was Rafe even listening? She heals the wound that cannot be healed. That doesn't even make any sense.
I just it's like, oh, and Rand, who is sitting there dying, goes, "Who are you?" And she's like, "Elaine." And it's like, oh my God, they're gonna have 18 babies. I can't believe. Did you see what that? Wow! Did you see the sparks are flying between those two? Whoa!
The other thing is,
my God!
if they had read the books, it specifically states in one of the, like, I'm pretty sure it's during the arc in the circus about how Elaine can't even heal a bruise.
No, she can't heal for shit.
So one thing I'd like to point out is with them making the Shadow Logith dagger being the wound that will not heal, they've taken out the fact that Rand gets 2 wounds that will not heal, one from the Shadow Logith and one from Ishii, and those 2 being together and fighting is what gives Rand the idea of how to purify Sidene without getting the people who purify it killed.
Spoilers.
Sorry.
It's also the butterfly effect, right?
Yes. So, but there's a major problem with that, buddy. You want to know the major problem with that? No, you're good.
No, that's fine.
I'm sorry. I'm saying it's okay for Lau. Sorry, Lau. There's a major. Oh, I hope Napoleon didn't hear that. But there's a major show problem with that, Chris. Okay. Nobody has yet to explain to me why, and I will keep saying it till I go hoarse. Why the one power is dirty when men use it. There is absolutely no reason for this other than men bad. And until you do something other than that, I am going to keep calling you sexist bigots, because you are. Because there's no fucking reason for it. There's no counterstroke. You didn't seal the Dark One away, and he did it. Ishmael didn't do it when he got sealed up, because you forgot that he's not the Dark One in your cold opener. There is no explanation to why it is dirty when males channel it. There's no reason.
They haven't even.
There's another problem. There's another problem with the dagger.
One sec. You know, I can go first, and Lyle after that.
I was gonna say the other issue that they haven't established with the channeling is the Dark One. So we keep seeing Ishamael channeling without any of the taint, but because the only line that we have to establish a potential other entity is a conversation between Fane and Ishamael in episode 8. We don't know why, and it's super this is stuff that we learn in book 1.
They tried to establish the Dark One at the very end when Rand says, "I will not serve your master."
They're doing all this double talk, and then they show stuff on screen that makes it seem like it's clear they are trying to retcon their own shit again, because they know that nobody liked and nobody wanted Ishmael to be the Dark One, and that is what they were going with. Go ahead, Lyle. I know you wanted to say something. I'm sorry it took so long. Go ahead, buddy.
No, I was going to say the problem they have done with the dagger is they have diminished it so much. Those of us who read the book, I'm not even through the book yet. I'm about to start on book 7, but I know that the dagger is an evil, that even the Dark One, the Forsaken, even they fear the darkness in Shadow Lorgoth and the evil there. And this thing is willy-nilly going around. I mean, Moraine is basically in the books like, we can't let that thing go around. It's worse than the Shadow Storm.
It's even worse with the dagger. How did Bane get it?
The dragon, the dragon. I did it again. The dagger is basically a character. Okay, it starts from Fal Dara, where it's just now Padden Fane is just corrupted fully by it. The dagger is still within his proximity. He's been so infected by it that he is now infecting others by being in proximity. Then he steals it, and he gets it back, and as he's going around with it, he's just infecting more people and making them evil just by being in proximity. And then on top of that, the other thing is, why the hell did Padden Fane nail a fade to a door? Oh, because it's in the books. Is there any meaning behind it? No. There's no reason for fate. Like, there is absolutely in this show no reason that Padden Fane would nail a fade to the door, because
he's a simple dark
they're
friend.
on the same team. They're on the same
He's
team.
a simple dark friend now.
Yeah.
Not only that, but
that's all he is.
Like, oh, here's the dagger, Matt. Let me just.
And then he gives it away.
It's
But
so, it's so
the
easy.
bigger issue, and I'm still gonna harp on this, is when did he get the dagger in the first place?
Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah. You're absolutely. Yes. You're absolutely. That is the biggest problem with the whole thing. The last time we see the dagger,
It was
Moraine
in
has
Mayo's chest.
cleansed it, and and Lan has picked it up off the floor, and it goes where? Pat Fane gets it. Pat Fane somehow ends up with it.
I think
Stabs
this
Loyal
is
in the book,
further
and
establishing Lan and Moraine actually as dark friends. They
Yep.
cleansed the dagger and they gave it to Fane.
but they didn't cleanse it because it's still evil. Only it's better now. It can melt metal, and it
Now
can
it's
melt.
lightsaber.
It can melt Quindiar boxes. How about how shitty Quindiar is in this world? By the way,
Yeah, they haven't established anything about it.
Well,
it's
yeah,
just,
they
it's
have.
just, it's just a crystal.
Well, no, see,
But
that was why Whitebridge was so important for showing what Quendiar is.
They guys, they say it's unbreakable, yet Ishmael goes and breaks it whenever he fucking wants to. He just broke six Quindiar seals that are supposed to be unbreakable Quindiar, and walks into a room and dusts off his hand like it was just like hi-ya! He just chopped them. It's like
they're healing wounds that can't be healed, and they're bringing people back from the dead with the one power.
And then this whole thing with Lanfear going, oh, Bail Domon, because everybody likes Bail Domon. You're in the show. Bail, I'm going to give you these 6 priceless statues that you could sell for probably, I don't know, all the money in the world, because not only are they Quindiar, but they are decorative statues. There are people that would, who cares that they're seals? They are decorative statues made of Quindilar. There are people that would pay kingdoms for those. Drop them in the ocean. Here's a bag of gold.
Pretty small.
Why don't you drop them in the ocean? You can open a gate, right? No, I'm not. It's too much work. Too much work.
Also, I just realized with them giving Perrin visions in the houses and stuff, they've gotten rid of the bubbles of evil.
Oh yeah.
Because the thing that happens to Rand was seeing the woman in the house, and then that's not actually there.
They've removed so much cool stuff. Yeah.
It takes away the bubbles of evils and just.
Like, bubbles of evil are such a cool thing to just do, just outlandish. Playing cards come alive. What person that writes a story doesn't want to direct that scene where a bunch of playing cards come alive and start trying to kill people?
What Perrin's axe?
Axes come alive, weapons come alive and start flying across the room.
Oh.
Who doesn't want
Perrin's shield is gonna come alive and try to drop
it. Oh my god. Is it gonna get legs and I was gonna be like
No, it's just gonna float around in the air.
Oh, is it just gonna float around? I hope it sprouts legs.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
it'll be like Rand and
I don't
Rand
have too
have
much
this
longer.
conversation, right? And the shield will attack Rand, and he'll try to channel at it, and it'll block his weaves, and the Rand will get drubbed. And then Perrin will have to pull the shield off of him.
I don't have too much longer. I'm gonna have to drop off here in a minute. My daughter's sick and I'm taking care of her, so I don't have too much longer. But
so
I do have this question.
Yeah, go
I have one question before I leave. Before we kind of dip out of here. As far as casting goes, have they cast Priel for season 3? Are we gonna get her and Perrin meeting?
Hold on, I'll bring it up for you. They have, yeah. They have.
Yeah.
She's
Faio's
supposed to
cast.
be banging Rand's uncle this time, isn't she?
Let me see if I can
The
find
actress
the
doesn't
image
look
of
half
her.
bad.
The picture I saw, they didn't do her any justice, so I gotta try and I don't know. It's too early to for me to give judgment on her yet. But let me see. If I can
Here's
find
what I don't get: if they've cast her,
They'll ruin. They'll make her uglier for some reason.
how are her and Perrin gonna meet in this version?
My guess is Lord Luck. She'll be begging Lord Luck, and then she switches sides to Perrin when he.
This is.
Goes
I
back.
hope she'll just
She's not going to be a hunter of the horn.
Walking around in the ways, and they'll run into her on the way to Two Rivers.
She's not going to be a hunter of the horn then.
No. This is the smartest thing they could do to cover their ass, which they won't do. But they could say the hunt of the horn happens as news spreads of the horn being blown in May, and that's how she's a hunter. They won't do it. That's the smartest thing they could do to fix their fuck up.
Well, they already established the horn hunt, the Great Hunt, earlier on, but it's supposed to be a con job to get rid of the peasants.
Yeah,
which was incredibly stupid.
Why would it even be the peasants? Rich people did the hunt mostly. A shit ton of lords wanted to do that for glory.
Well, that's because they're the only ones who can feasibly do the hunt. You can't send poor people off to heaven knows where to find a horn because they don't have the money to support themselves. Only lords are fairly well off people.
And thieves.
Any poor people that join would be hired by someone with money.
Yeah. Sort of like
It's
those
just-
two lords that had their retainers that beat up Gaul.
Because they have everyone getting branded for the hunt, because that's just so fucking stupid.
Wait, they had everyone get branded?
Yeah.
There was a scene in Carehide in season 2 where they're just having a bunch of people getting branded for the hunt of the horn. Like
They're branding people for the hunt of the horn? What?
Yes. Oh, you guys missed. Yeah. Yeah.
But
the thing that happens. I'm not lying.
Right after you
the
saw
other
the
thing
happened.
though, is that
It
it's
happened.
supposed to be in Carehide. They're
My
supposed to
God.
meet in Ilion.
There is so much BDSM stuff in this show.
They don't care. They don't care. They just do whatever they want.
Oh, come on,
They
please, just
do it
let me.
because they're degenerate.
That's what I said. There's so much BDSM stuff in this show.
Does Kat know that she's still been here for like the last hour and just been muted?
I thought
We
she
need
was.
another
I'm not
cat
sure if
rant.
she.
Oh, I know I've been here. I've just been listening.
Okay. No, that's good. No, that's cool. I can't find this. I can't find this damn image, and the only one that I had freaking is on CBR, which is blocking me. Where is it here? Fandom. No, I just need a picture of her for fuck's sake. This is crazy. Like that's also the other thing. Like they announced it, and like nothing. Like nobody even said anything.
Did you hear that Mistress Alvira was recast?
Recast?
Yeah. The actress that played her quit the show.
What?
Good for her.
Why would you ever do that?
Why?
Way to
Because
go.
it's a shit show.
Apparently, she's a fairly well-known actress in the UK and had other obligations or something, or potential.
To realize this show was not.
That's
doing
all right.
it.
Hey, Steve, that's all right if you can't find it. I said I got to hop off here in a minute anyway.
All right, yeah. So she's.
I'll say this before I go.
I don't remember, but yeah.
I have seen the
I'll say
pictures. Of
this.
her. She's looks kind of like, I don't know, Egyptian or
Here.
Indian or something like that.
I'll just look up her name. Here you go. All right, go ahead, Lila. If I can find it while you're giving your parting words.
No, my parting words. I'm just going to say I have one prediction for season 3,
Okay.
and this may be very simple. We will not see Calendar next season.
Oh no,
there will be no Calendar.
I'm right there with you, buddy. I don't think. I think that ship has sailed. I think that they just decided not to tell that story, and they don't care.
If
Here,
it's
this is
anywhere-
so that's Mayo right there. It's the best picture I could find of her.
Mm.
So it's one of those. I don't think it's a great image of her, but I think she could be okay.
Yeah,
she could fit what.
I think it could be. I think it could be okay, but again, like I don't think this is a very good. I don't think they've done her any justice in this shot. I think she could be okay.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't.
Whoever did the.
I think that's a better picture.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's the one I've seen of her.
That's a better picture right there. So I think
But she does have the right face.
Yep. I think she could be fine. So.
I think she's fine.
So,
just
all right, guys.
all right,
I
Lyle,
gotta
thanks
head
for
out.
hopping in, buddy.
Okay, let's go take care of.
I hope your kid, your young one, feels better. And
No, she will. She will. But thanks, guys. I will talk to y'all later.
See you later, Lau.
Okay.
So
Night.
Jay wanted me to say, he said, if Rafe was still on Survivor, I would vote him off the island. He butchered the books, and that is unforgivable. He's butchered. Look, I want to say this because, and you're right, but I keep trying to hammer this home. Yes, there is no book here. He's butchered the books. He's taken something that could have been so wonderful and great and been so iconic in so many ways. Strong women, strong men, doing stuff together, doing wonders together, male, female together. Not going to do that. Not doing any of the books at all. On top of that, the show is incoherent and a mess. Even if you take away the Wheel of Time stuff, the story doesn't make any sense. There's bad choreography. Most of the costuming is terrible. None of the storylines pay off or make sense. They forget half of the stuff that they've set up because they don't know what they're doing. The show itself, even if you take Wheel of Time away, is not good at all. It just doesn't make any sense. Everywhere you turn, there's something they forgot and you can't explain. It's terrible. Yes, and the editing is terrible. I agree, Kat. I
don't understand. I feel like myself, like me personally, right now, with zero experience in film and industry, in script writing, in directing, could produce a better film for half the budget.
Has nothing to do with
they could do that. I don't know. Like the biggest part of that is he just threw Tam's sword on the ground and didn't have any reaction to it melting. He just melted Tam's sword and was like, oh well. Like it's like, yeah, sure, it melts it melts, great, but he has a reaction to it. He's upset.
But they haven't established that it's a special sword. Like it's not a
well, but yeah, it's a special sword. But the reason it's special is because it's Tam's. But also it's
for two reasons. It's because it is power forged, and it's because of it being Tam. But they never established that it's power forged. So the whole scene of it melting, it doesn't have the same kind of weight that you'd have if it was an indestructible blade that didn't need to be sharpened or anything.
You just melt it. Yeah, that's Lan's comment. Even for Blade Master's weapons, that's rare because it's power wrought, and on top of it being a rare sword, it's his father's sword. But the show has also ignored the fact that Rand has a father that he is supposed to love dearly and fight with.
To do these stupid sex scenes, like I think it was like episode 3 where Egwene is talking about her lesson with Alana, and she's talking about a threesome, and it was just like, why?
It's I do not know how much they spent on Rosamund Pike, but they need to get every dollar back. They need to spend all just the last, like, how much money do you think was spent on the last scenes with her doing her interpretive dance with all the CGI around swirling around her while she dances around. She does the cruise missiles and the torpedoes to take out the ships, and then she has to do the fire dragon. That probably cost the production quite a bit of money just for that. And the scenes are terrible. They're bad.
Terrible because they break her established power rankings in the show. And I know there's going to be people that are like, it's fantasy, just accept it.
Well, that's the problem. Stop. Just because it's fantasy doesn't mean it doesn't have to make sense, and there's not rules. There's plenty of rules.
Rules are more important in a fantasy setting.
Yeah, there are rules. They're clear, and you break all of them. So, but let's we've been almost on for 3 hours. I want to get if you guys have a simple prediction for season 3 before we take off out of here. Kat, if you're still with us. Do you have a season? Nope. We'll go. Oh, maybe.
No, I'm
Are
here.
You back?
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm back. Sorry.
If you have a, oh, you're fine. No reason to apologize at all. If you have any season 3 prediction, in chat, throw them in the chat if you have any. What do you have a season 3 prediction?
I don't think we get Ruidon. I don't think we get any of the Aiel. I think we're going to miss out on the wise ones.
Wow.
And it's going to be a real shame because I love Ruark. I love Amos. I love that whole Wise One storyline with Eggy, and I don't think we're going to get any of it.
They cut all of it. Whoa, that you
I
may
don't.
be
I don't
right.
see. Egwene, why would Egwene need to go? With the Wise One, she's already a badass boss bitch. She doesn't need any training from them. What else is she going to learn?
You're not wrong.
As soon as the very beginning of the Great Hunt, when we get Egwene's POV, she starts dreaming. So,
yeah. Well, and also, there's no reason for Matt to go there at all. Matt has everything that he's supposed to get from Roydion.
Well, people have presented a reason for Matt going, and it's
there
really
is no
stupid.
reason.
But
Okay,
you see, him blowing the horn brought his memories back. But then after the heroes left, his memories left with them.
Oh,
so
shut
that's why
the
he's got to go to
fuck up.
Rudion to find a permanent solution to his memories.
That's so dumb. That is so dumb.
I don't make up these stupid theories.
I know you don't. I
Like
know
your
it,
people.
but I'm just concurring with your statement. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. It's dumb. Just do whatever. So that's a big one. I think I agree. I thought we were gonna lose Roydion for sure. I didn't think we are gonna lose the whole waste, but I guess it's possible. I mean, we have all the IEL we need, right? We got Avienda, Bane, and Chiad. Why do we need any more, right?
The question
yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they are going to go to the waste, but how are they going to get there?
They'll just be there when we start the season.
They'll just walk on the beach.
So why go to the waste? They're already on Mars. I mean, they don't need to go to the waste. I mean, half of this entire season, most of the scenes were set in what I would call the waste.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know how much more waste we can get to. I mean, it's ridiculous.
There's no reason for Landfair to hide as a certain, traveling merchant either, right? Her and Rand are just pillow friends, so she didn't have to hide, right? Good lord.
Well, they're best of buds. She took him to Felna and everything. So yeah.
I wish Hussein, that would be great. Let's see. Zig says Rand will not be in most episodes as he will be following. He is being followed to tier by the rest of the group, and he will get 15 minutes of screen time. Yeah, that would be fun if they go, well, you know what? We really didn't do any of the Dragon Reborn, and we really need to, so we're now doing Dragon Reborn. And
Also,
Josh is not in it. Yeah,
I know that they are doing season 3 in the Two Rivers because they've been talking
they're rebuilding
about
it.
casting. They've also talked about bringing back the Tuatha on, which would fit that arc. But my question is how are they going to get there? And what plot contrivance are they going to use to get the news to Perrin?
They'll go through the ways in the ocean.
They'll show the
just
or rather the White Cloaks attacking the Two Rivers, and then it'll like cut to Perrin, and he's like immediately getting the news on his text message.
Yeah, he'll get a letter
or something. Yeah, or Fael will be like, "The Two Rivers is under attack, Perrin. You should go." It's like, "Who the fuck are you?" It's like, "I am Fael." It's like, "Okay, cool, let's go." What do you think, Chris? Prediction for season 3 before we get out of here.
My prediction is that they should have used the city they used in this season for Pharma as Rudion because it fits better.
Yep.
And they should have established. Well, my prediction is they're going to combine Calendar with the Jordan Call.
Jesus Christ.
Because they went to Karian and they already established that, but they already have the Fat Man being combined with the Jordan Call as well, but that just disappeared out of nowhere, and Rand doesn't have it anymore. So,
kill me now.
So
all right, so we have Calendar, Choden Call, yeah, okay, because they're the same thing, just like the arcs of book 1 and book 2 are the same thing. Choden Call is Calendar. Mule. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
My reason to think that they are going to keep Calendar in this series is because, final Memory of Light spoils for anyone who here, so don't listen for the next couple of seconds. Calendar has to be controlled by. Anytime a man uses Calendar, he can be controlled by women.
Mhm.
So they could literally make it where Moraine is the star and the one who actually does everything, because Rand just holds calendar and she can control him.
You know what? You could be. I mean,
They if they make it that far, they are totally going to subvert the ending, and it is going to be Nynaeve that defeats the Dark One.
Look. Everybody keeps landing on Nynaeve. I truly think the focus is going to shift to Egwene, but let's keep going down the line.
Positioning in the last battles.
I get what you're saying, but I really think Egwene is going to be front and center a lot more here in the next few. But Mule, what you got?
Okay, well, we have to look at the kind of things that Rafe draws his inspiration from. As you know, season 2 is the Little Mermaid season. Season 3 is going to be the Beauty and the Beast season. Perrin's going to go full werewolf. They're going to have a lot of strategic glances between him and Fail across the season in Two Rivers, and then I imagine it will end with the people of Emmons Field handing Perrin over to be executed by the White Cloaks.
Ooh, nice. All I heard was Werewolf Perrin, and I was in. Oh God, I am not putting that. Sensei Matt, you really want me to get kicked off the platform, don't you? I can't do that. All right, we'll do it for 2 seconds. All right, here we go. If I get a takedown notice, it's your fault. All right, here we go. This is a Sensei Matt meme here. That is what is this? Is this Kim? What is it? Kim Min Un? Is that what it is? Min Jun Un. Oh my God. Min has completely been freaking obliterated, but I like your prediction, Mule. Shy, what you got? Any predictions?
They're gonna fuck up the IEL. They're gonna have the IEL. They can't stop with the flippy kicks. They want more flippy kicks.
Flippy kicks.
They're gonna screw more of Ito.
I think they're right about the calendar, because it's too good an opportunity for them. Literally, this man can only be powerful if being led by a woman. How are they going to let that pass?
They already did, but you're probably right. I don't know. If Calendar shows up, it's not going to be a sword, and they may make it. They may just make it the Chosen Call and not.
It'll be like the A-Dom.
Or something,
and
yeah.
It'll have to wear it. It'll be like the domination band.
The domination bands, yeah.
They're gonna do that too. Not probably next season, but they are definitely gonna want to do domination.
The domination bands, oh yeah, absolutely. And Egwene's gonna have to. Egwene's gonna have to save him because she has experience with it, right? So, since I'm at,
you gotta remember they're gonna push season 3 to be the last battle because they aren't getting season 4. So expect everything to be like super rushed.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, even more so, huh? Good Lord. Also, that's just
Egwene and Moghedien fight. I think that's going to be the case, since Egwene gets trained by the Wise Ones and Moghedien's the World of Dreams super finale person. So I think they'll give that to her.
Yeah, after Lanfrey gets redeemed, right?
So I think that Shia is onto something there, and say that I think the whole Tanchico storyline is going to happen, and the global warming and all that crap's going to be put into it. I also think that they've cast the lady from The Expanse for Elida, and she's a pretty big cast. So I'm guessing that they're going to either, base out in Camelin and try to build up the Elaine and Rand thing. I think they're going to totally skip the waste. There's no reason to do it.
Have they cast Elida?
Well, no. What's her? I think they've officially called her Elida. I forget her name, man. Shoren? Is it Shoren? Whatever. From the president.
Is she the one who plays the woman in charge of Earth?
Yeah. She's the potty mouth president.
Yeah, it's the one that everybody was fan casting for Cadzowain or whatever, and everybody started creaming themselves because her and Rafe were talking on Twitter or something, and it's just like, eh. So apparently they've cast her for a lady, Elida, whatever, Elida, yeah. So which is fine. I mean, that's whatever.
And I'll just double down and say that I think that shield is the medallion. I'm gonna
The
double
shield
down
is
on
medallion, and you think we're gonna
Yeah.
skip the waist. Those are the big takeaways there. That's
Mhm.
I can't believe we have 2 no wastes.
You'll see
I
Caitlyn.
thought, I mean, you guys have ramped it up for me. I thought no Roydion, but I thought we'd end up in the waist. That's crazy. Which would be funny, skipping to the Bowl of the Winds, which is a plot line you can completely get rid of and have no problem. Just get rid of all of the sea folk in the Bowl of the Winds, and you cut out a whole bunch of story that you don't need.
The funny thing about the sea folk is there's one sea folk in season 1. He's off on a side street when Rand and Matt are walking through Torvarlin, and he's white. The one group of people that are definitely black in the Wheel of Time are white.
Of course they accidentally did that.
Couladin and Rand become bros and date Moginian and Grendel. No, it's Moginian Landfear. Landfear's already a good woman.
But
Grandal has been confirmed. They might show up.
The shirtless sea folk might increase the ratings.
They'll never do the shirtless. They'll
Yeah,
have
but
some.
they'll cast all like 50-year-old women to be the sea folk, and it'll be like, okay, great. Can we cut? Fast forward.
And I do agree with Sensei Matt on the shield being the medallion. I've said that before. That's definitely what they're gonna do.
I think he's gonna carry it around. Why not just make it the medallion too? Steal it from Matt.
But
Why
Perrin
not?
has it.
Before.
Yeah.
Well, so what?
Yeah.
Perrin has nothing else. He's got to steal something from Matt, I guess, right? Why not?
They mentioned the shield replacing the hammer and axe.
Yeah, the shield, because he's a protector. So the shield is replacing the hammer and axe. He's gonna walk around with that stupid shield for the rest of the time he's on the show because it's replacing the hammer and axe because Perrin is a protector.
You're gonna make.
He's not a murderer. He's a protector.
They're gonna
Instead
make
of Captain
Perrin
America, they can
Captain
have
America.
Captain Two Rivers.
Yeah, Captain
The thing
America.
is he is not a protector. He's got one case of manslaughter. He's got one case of first-degree murder.
Good for you. Yeah, he's a murderer. He's not. He's definitely. He's done
He has
nothing.
zero remorse.
He's a follower. He's a follower and a loser and a killer and a murderer and a crybaby. He is not a protector. Anybody that sees what he's done in these seasons of television and goes, "Oh yeah, that's the guy I want protecting me," you're crazy. You're looking to get stabbed.
Yeah, he's gonna
real
follow
quick
Ewok toe.
Yes, there you go. And Jay says he thinks that Min and Moraine are going to get killed off. Moraine is the one I'm not sure about. Min, maybe. Min's whole reason
Min
for
won't
being
be
is now
killed off.
useless. What's that?
She's just gonna have a plot contrivance switch like Matt, where just randomly she's gonna be like, I'm a good person.
Or something.
And it'll be
yeah.
like completely unearned. Nothing will lead up to it. Everything will be pointed the exact opposite. But because subversion, she's actually a good person. It's
Yeah,
like
I mean,
you can't subvert like that without any groundwork.
They've ruined so much of the show and the story for Rosamund Pike and Moraine already that I would be shocked. Unless it's like the very last episode and she sacrifices herself to save everybody and they build statues of her and they're like, oh, wasn't Moraine the greatest? That's the like I could see them just killing her off there. Min may, I don't know, Min is completely useless right now. Her whole thing is just completely just her talent doesn't work. It's all fucked up.
Well, they are all in Carhian right now, so going into the next season, I bet you we will get her meeting up with Swan, who will just know who she is magically.
Right.
By the way, a little bullshit on Min's viewing looking like Matt personally stabbed Rand when he threw a spear. They're gonna pull that shit so much with her. Fuck that shit.
Yeah. Yunan, we got a prediction real quick before we take off. You're the last one, my man.
Kind of already gave mine, but I don't really have anything out there. I don't know.
I mean, everybody said it a lot
like
already.
A stupid person, I have a hard time like that, so I can't get down to Rafe's level.
I know you had success predicting moments in this show, Steve, like shocking success, good on you, but the rest of us plebeians here, we aren't quite able to imitate the retardedness necessary.
I don't know how I would like. I was like the spear thing. Just is like holy crap! I can't even believe it. But I definitely don't think we're doing Roydion. I think that's pretty obvious at this point. Definitely no fins. I don't think Kalendor will be a thing. If they do something, it'll be like the Choden Call will be the Kalendor. They will make Kalendor something else if they're going to have it in there at all. So I don't think the sword that is not a sword will make an appearance. If it does, it'll be something else.
The only thing, like I said, that we know for sure about the next season is they are returning to the Two Rivers. It's just a matter of who is actually going to be there.
Slayer won't be a thing. We won't have Slayer. Lanfear will start becoming a Goodman because
will they
she's
do
gone.
it like this? Because they killed the Dark One, Perrin is like, I'm going home to settle down.
Yeah,
and then
probably.
he returns home and meets Fael there, and then the White Cloaks show up.
Fael's just a good Two Rivers lass. She's not actually from the Borderlands or anything.
Yeah,
she's from Whitebridge or something, right? Yeah, but I don't think Slayer will be a thing. I think Slayer will get cut. There will be no Slayer.
Wait, Staplebolt thinks Slayer will actually be part of Fane. His name's not Fane.
No, that would require Fane to actually be on screen, and they don't want to do anything with Fane. I think so. I don't. Fane has been the most underutilized character for being one of the coolest characters in the first bit of the series. So I think I don't. Slayer is too cool, and that will require them kill more dogs. So I don't think they'll do Slayer. And I think the big one is I think Lanfear is going to get a redemption arc because Ishi's the one that made her mean. Ishi and Louis Theron are the ones that made her mean, and she's gonna fall in love for realty with Rand, and Rand is going to help her redeem herself.
What if she's on her redemption track and then she finds out Elaine and Rand are sleeping together, and then she does her
could do that too, and then she goes back and goes full psychopath. So yeah. So I get people that didn't like Slayer. I get it, but I enjoyed Slayer for what it was. But yeah. So what's that?
Maybe if they brought in his relationship to certain characters for earlier into the story,
backstory. How about this?
And
well, they could totally do it if they open with like a cold open, and there was a guy that looks somewhat similar to like Elaine and to Grain going off into the what do you call
they could do it easily. They could do a lot of things still easily, but they won't do them because they're more interested in telling their story instead of the actual story. So
they could have had Matt be back on the hunt for the horn because Fane had the dagger and he was tracking wanting the dagger.
Well, they kept saying that they couldn't do the books or whatever, but like because of the whole Matt thing. But like somebody already suggested, they could have still done the delegation to Faldara and had Matt come along, and it could have set off the whole thing, and we could have been on track. Instead, we got 3 episodes of him in a cell.
Yep, there's all kinds of stuff they could have done with Matt. They chose not to. That's why I don't think they want to tell their own story.
They could have done the one where they don't actually heal Matt fully, and he has to stay in the tower to be healed, and his arc just kicks off his entire book 3 arc. You know, he meets Galad, Gowan, that sort of thing, but couldn't even do that.
Yep. So, but yeah. So, guys, we've been going for just over 3 hours. Thank you for being here. Thank you, chat, for being here. Thank you guys all for being members. Thanks for all the super chats, Lyle, and everybody. We'll see what's going on. I would like to keep doing these in some form or another, but who knows what if it's going to still be talking about Wheel of Time or other stuff. But for now, there still seems to be lots to talk about when it comes to this debacle. So yeah. So if you have any ideas for the channel, just throw them in the community tab. I'd appreciate it, or into Discord.
Hey, just remember, you can always bring us up to do like scene breakdowns like we did of the Moraine land stuff on the beach.
There's still tons of stuff to do, and I'd like to get I would like to sort of almost do a series of sort of one-on-ones or one-on-twos with just talking about the series as a whole, and why not so much, sort of taking a page out of Salty's book, but why the destruction of the destruction these two seasons have done to the story, why it's so damaging, and your feelings about certain things and all that stuff. So I think that could be cool. Get everybody to be able to say their piece, and just have some conversations about why this is a great series and why they've destroyed it, and why it's just a shame and just dreadful. So, but so I have some things I want to get to. So we'll see. We'll see if hopefully I can get to them, and we can keep on trucking. So thanks again for being here, guys, and we'll see you next time. All hail the Lord Dragon. Bye. I've got a private chat. Do look into them changing Agomar into Ingtar. I will look to see. I will look to see if I have that, Chris. I won't forget. I promise. All right, and off we go. Thank you guys, and bye. See you later. All hail the Lord Dragon.
This stream is brought to you by. Have you ever been?
Holy crap.
This stream is brought to you by. Have you ever been misunderstood? A puppy in a rage monster's body? Well, we here at Trollocs Lives Matter believe there is a human inside all of us. And
they were effectively genetically engineered war tools.
TLM, because even
nightmare fuel.